Powerlifting is a sport composed by three main disciplines called lifts. They are, in order, squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. Each athlete has 3 attempts with 1 minute per attempt to start the lift. There are 3 referees, and each of them give a white light in case of a good lift and a red light in case of a no lift.
The athletes are separated per weight, age, and sex category. The sum of each of the best attempts per lift builds the total, and the athlete with the bigger total is the winner. In case of a draw, the lighter lifter wins.
The squat is the first movement of the competition. On that lift, the use of the legs and the back is extremely important. Once the athlete stands erect with his knees locked and the bar on his back, the central referee gives the squat command. The lifter then bends his knees and lowers his body until the top surface of the legs at the hip joint are lower than the top surface of his knees. He then comes back up, locking his knees and hips in order to complete the lift. The central referee will then give the rack command, and the athlete has to put the bar on the squat rack. There are 3 main mistakes to avoid in order to not have a no lift on the squat. First, if the athlete isn't standing erect with his knees locked at the beginning and at the end of the squat event. Second, if the proper competition depth isn't reached at the bottom of the movement. Third, if the athlete doesn't complete the lift with a single upward movement, meaning if the bar goes down during the ascent of the movement.
Good morning, everyone. We are live on the EPF YouTube channel from Pilsen, Czechia for the 2025 European Equipped Powerlifting Championship. This is the 3rd day, 5th flight of the whole competition. My name is Alexandre Naudin, and I'll be your host today with Mr. Honza, a Czech athlete and the speaker of their federation. How are you, man?
Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here, and I hope we will have a pretty cool session today.
We are happy to have you on board. We know you have some knowledge to add to that broadcast today. It'll be awesome. So the first group of the day is Junior 69s and 76s. Second group is Junior Men's 93s and 105s. So 2 groups of 11 lifters for this morning's flight. We have openers ranging from 152.5 to 220 in the first round of squat of the first group of the day. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to see everyone doing their best today.
In terms of nominations, we have a clear favorite in every weight class, but the battle for the podium is going to be very intense in both weight classes. Competition restarts. First lift goes to Jasmina Taric from Slovakia, 152.5.
2025. Let's go.
And for good luck, we need that first squat of the day to be a good one. She waited for the coach's advice to go up, waiting on the lights. And 3 white lights. The first one's a good lift.
155 for Daria Frakowiak, Paris loaded.
Next out is Daria Frakowiak from Poland, 155.
Yeah, this athlete is just 22 years old, competing for 3 years.
And she's opening on what is a registered personal best in the squat event. And once again, these athletes are juniors, so ranging from 18 to 23 years old. Not the smoothest of opener, but it should pass.
And
3
it's a good
white lights,
lift.
a good lift.
Yeah, so we will see what his coach will bring for the next attempt.
Mentally. And now the bar is loaded for Regina Vorosenko, Ukraine, 160
Yeah, maybe a
kilos.
smaller jump just to
Honkonen, get ready for
continue
your
to build on
opening
some
attempt.
confidence. Next out is Reina Forsenko from Ukraine, 160, also opening on her personal best.
Regina opening with 160.
So hopefully it will
equaling her
go
personal best.
smoother than the previous one.
That was great technique. Unfortunately, not deep enough. 2-1. 2 red cards for lack of depth. When we talk about depth, we want the hip crease to go below the top part of the knee. And according to the chief referee and the right side referee, that was not the case. But when the referees on the platform are not unanimous, the jury can intervene. So they'll have a look at the replay to decide whether or not that was a good lift. They don't seem to be discussing it, so I think the decision will stand. And we'll now focus on Emma Honkonen from Finland, 162.5. Another very controlled opener. Is it deep enough? 2-1, he good lift. So in that case, the lift is good, but still the jury can intervene because the referees are not unanimous. There was a red card from the chief referee.
And it was also her personal best, so yeah, that's it. So perfect.
Ellen Hansson, Sweden.
No jury discussion. We move on to Ellen Hansson from Sweden, 170. And there's a trend going on in the 69s. Almost every athlete opening on their personal best.
Kom igen nu Ellen. Kom igen nu.
And you can hear the clock ticking. Once the chief referee and the speaker announce that the bar is loaded, you have 1 minute to set up, walk out and receive the squat command after presenting the bar. I think she clipped the rack on the way down here. It's going to be a no lift.
So sorry about that, no lift. Bad luck with that one.
That's pretty unusual in terms of mistaking the squat. Might be a case of nerves on that first attempt, not setting up properly and being too close to the rack, so no lift. But 2 more attempts to go. Still in the 69s, Aurora Guntenasser from Norway, 175. 3 red plates on the bar.
Yeah, that's always a huge milestone. Have 3 red plates on the bar.
And she's the clear favorite here today in that class, with a forecasted total of 457.5 on the basis of openers. That's strong. That's a 40 kilo lead over the next athletes, being Taric Yasmina. An impressive opener, and no doubt that was going to be 3 white lights in a good lift.
Yeah, that was really strong.
And you can see why she's the favorite. Moving on to the 76s. And the first one to open for that weight class is Julia Klestikova from Slovakia, 180. She's 19-year-old, fresh off sub-juniors, and only been competing 1 year.
easy
Nice
opener
way to
for
kick back the
Julia.
hips under the bar.
Referee say
3 white lights, a good lift.
Nice.
And we could see also the support from the loaders because some of them
180.
are from
And
Slovakia.
now bar is loaded for Olivia Lapsanska, Slovakia. Borsch, get ready.
Now setting up on the platform is Olivia Lapsanska from Slovakia, 180. That looks smooth.
That was very easy. And referee say
And 3 white lights, a good lift.
205 kilos for Alexandra Borsch, Ukraine. Pontoni, get ready. Bar is loaded.
Bar is
Alexandra
loaded now
Borsch,
for
Ukraine.
someone we were looking forward to seeing is Alexandra Borch from Ukraine because she's a part of the EPF media team.
Давай, girl. Давай.
And to build confidence in the competition, it starts with a nice opener. Repeat the same setup you've been using at home. Find your rhythm, find your groove. I'm gonna wait for the lights on this one.
Referees say
We'll mistake the left hand side referee. And we'll give you the decision.
no lift, not
It's
deep
gonna be a
enough.
no lift. Unfortunately, this one had me worried from afar. It looked kinda high.
207.5 kilos for Eleonora
Yeah, the depth wasn't,
Pontani.
like,
Bar
good
is
enough.
loaded. Pontoni from Italy.
She'll need to stick it a bit more during the second round of squat. 2 more openers to go. We have our favorite of the 76 kilo class from Italy, Eleonora
Dai chi,
Pontoni,
Eleonora. Dai chi, andiamo.
217.5.
And she already competes for 5 years.
That was
Well,
depth
that was
for
easy,
sure.
referees say.
Yeah, definitely.
3 white lights, a good
job,
lift.
girl. And then begins opening iron on this morning group. Clara Hassel,
Yeah, the replay
Germany.
does her
Bar is
justice.
loaded.
And the last opener is loaded for the
220
German, Clara
kilos on
Aspel.
bar.
220, that's a massive opener.
Alkes.
I like the determination in her eyes. She looks so focused.
That must be easy.
If it's an opener, I hope it is. Finding her balance, small steps. She settles and receives the squat command. And bounces up like it's nothing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this was easy.
3 white lights, a good lift.
What an opener. Good job, girl. Okay,
So
guys,
out
let's
of the
start
11
second
lifters,
round.
we are
Regina
missing 3 on the
Fursenko
board.
comes first.
Fursenko,
Back
Hansen
off
and
the
Bosch
first
are
one.
yet to score their
No,
opener.
Regina.
But the
Now we-
favorites
now we
of
do
each
this.
weight class are on the board.
Bar is loaded. Давай, Regina.
The second round starts with Irina Fursenko from Ukraine, who's retaken 160.
So hopefully she can sink it deep enough to get a 3 white lights.
Давай, давай, давай. It's yours. Come on.
Let's pay close attention to the hip crease. That's a bit segmented, but she manages to lock it out. Is it good enough? Yes, 2-1, but still 1 red card for the chief referee. So the door's open for the jury to overrule the lift.
62.5 kilos for Daria Frankowiak.
And it seems they are discussing something.
Yep, and they have overruled. The jury overruled.
Bar is loaded now for Daria Frankowiak.
Heina Forsenko is yet to be on the board. 2 misses so far. It's not a great sight. Not a great sight for the Ukrainian, which still has 1 more attempt later on.
Tarik, get ready for your second attempt.
Down to Daria Frankowiak from Poland, jumping 7.5 kilos. So that would be a new personal best of 162.5 in competition. Once again, no lift, lack of depth. This lifter is not going deep enough so far in the 69 and 76 kilo class. And the replays from the angle where she gets a red card. It's going to be hard to overturn this one to a good lift, Hansa.
Yeah, definitely. But there's still the 3rd attempt to go, so no worries.
Absolutely. A bigger jump for Jasmina Taric from Slovakia from 152.5 to 165. This one's to match her personal best. Great effort. And this one's 3 white lights, a good lift, undeniable squat.
Yeah, definitely. It was like heavier than the previous one, but it's how the second attempt should look like.
Yeah, it looked harder, significantly harder, but not too hard for a second. You can see that she still has some room in the tank, maybe 5, 7.5 for the 3rd.
Yeah, we will see.
Adjusting her belt on the platform is Ellen Hansen from Sweden, retaking 170 after missing it. The belt being the only piece of equipment you're allowed to adjust on the platform. The wrist wraps or the knee wraps needs to be adjusted beforehand. Was this one deeper, Hansa?
Yeah, let the referee says what they think.
And I don't think so. 3 red lights yet to be on the board in the 69. After the second round, will still be missing Forsenko and Hansen. That was not expected.
First was really easy.
Yeah, but from replay we could see that it wasn't deep enough.
I fully agree. I fully agree. They need to make the adjustments, and they are very capable to do so. Emma Okkonen from Finland jumping 7.5 kilos for a new personal best of 170.
Well, that looked easier than the first attempt. Referees say good, no lift.
No lift, 2-1. It was deep enough for the left hand side referee, not deep enough for the chief and the right hand side referee. This one does look borderline to me. It could have been a good or a no lift. It's on the fence. It's going to be hard to overturn what the referees have seen on the platform.
But it still was pretty strong, so...
Yeah. What do you do in that case? Would you retake that same weight or still go up anyway?
I would go 2.5 kilos more.
Okay. Aurora Guntenasser from Norway jumping 15 kilos for 2.5 kilo PB. 175 was very comfortable. I'm expecting 190 to move pretty nicely for the favorite of the 69 kilo class. It does move nicely indeed. How about the lights? 2 to 1, a good lift.
Same weight, Olivia Lapsanska, Slovakia.
Let's have a look at the replay, Hansa, to see if we notice something that could worry the coach here.
10 kilos jump.
I'm not sure. I think it was on the right side of the fence.
Yeah, it was. And jury is not discussing anything, so hopefully they won't change anything.
Jumping 10 kilos is Olivia Lapsanska from Slovakia, from 180 to 190. Not a personal best yet, but pacing for one in the third round. She's looking happy. She looks on point. 2 to 1, a good lift.
Yeah, that squat was pretty strong,
192.5 kilos for Kliestikova.
so we can look forward
Bar is loaded.
for some personal best in her third attempt.
Slovakia.
100%.
12.5 kilos jump from the opener.
4 more squats. In the second round, we are back in the 76 kilo class with Julia Kliestikova from Slovakia jumping 12.5 kilos. That makes for a second attempt of 192.5. She's the least experienced of the 76s, and she weighed in the lightest at 70.33. That's pretty light for 76.
Yeah, definitely, but it could help on the podium when the fate will be decided.
It might.
That was a good fight. and
Slight
referee
hiccup on the way
said,
up. How about the lights? They're all whites. A good lift, undeniable squat.
well done. Alexandra Wars with red. Bad luck with first attempt. Not deep enough. Bar is loaded.
The next lifter out is one of the three we are missing on the board. The Ukrainian Alexandra Borch. Forecasted to be on the podium, not yet on the board. She's retaking 205. She'll need to go deeper.
I think she has the strength, but she just need to hit the depth.
Davai, davai, davai. Come on, Alexandra. You got the power.
And to be fair, your perception of depth is thrown all around because of the reps. That looks just about the same if you ask me.
I got the same opinion. What about the referees?
No lift. 3 red flags
I
from
think
all
they agree
referees.
with us, Hansa. 3 red lights. No possibility for the jury to intervene, and it shows on the replay. It's still a bit high.
The second attempt. Bar is loaded. 10 kilos jump to
That's
the opener.
a worrisome sight, but we need to move on to Eleonora Pontoni from Italy, jumping 10 kilos to 227.5.
Dai Eleonora.
That would be
Dai.
a 5 kilo personal best for the favorite of the 76 kilo class.
She has a massive depth.
Good lift. New personal best.
It's a good lift and a new personal
Well
best.
done. Then we have Clara Aspel, Germany, 213 kilos. Bar is loaded.
Last squat of the second round is Clara Aspel from Germany. 230. It's a 10 kilo jump.
5 kilos under her personal best. So if it goes
Come on,
well,
Clara.
we can look forward to some
Okay.
personal best in the third attempt.
Oh, that looked Very balanced attempt, and referees say
3 white lights, say good lift.
for Clara. Good job.
She's making a strong case for herself on the podium here,
Third time, 160 kilos.
creating a gap and solidifying that second position as we speak.
Time at the truth. So
Yeah, definitely. We
people
can see
give
that
your support to Regina.
she
We
had
want
it like
everybody to get
strong
total here.
enough for the
Bodies
third
loaded.
attempt to
Regina
Yeah,
jump
Forsenko,
for sure.
you're
5 more
ready.
kilos. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah,
Let's go, Regina.
that sounds likely, and for the time being, she's leading the class, collecting provisional squat gold in the 76s. And obviously with 190, it is Gunther Nasser that's leading the 69 kilo class. Third round
Come on,
starts
girl.
now with a pivotal attempt. Regina Forsenko is on the platform for the third time, re-attempting 160 once again.
Давай, давай.
It's something that she knows she'll need to sink a bit more. She has the strength.
She must be under great pressure.
Yeah, but she needs to trust herself to go deeper. Will that be enough? No, it
Sorry,
won't.
no lift, 2 to
No
1.
lifts once again. And she won't be able to register a total in the competition.
Next with 162.5.
Since we have medals for every movement, she might decide to continue, but she won't be ranked in the final placings. Heartbreaking.
Bodies loaded.
And the jury has overruled to a good lift, Hansa.
Yeah, that's crazy. She must be so happy.
Wow, she's back on board. That 160 for Forsenko will count.
Let's go, Daria.
That is surprising. That's the first overrule to a good lift we've had today. I mean, thankfully she's on the board. Back with the action for Daria Frankowia from Poland, retaking 162.5. It's a battle. That looked better than the second one. How about the last 3 white lights? A good lift. And that third round is starting to take the right turn for these athletes.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully next athletes also will ride their third attempts.
Jasmina Taric from Slovakia, 167.5. The smallest increment possible when it's not a record attempt. 2.5 kilos more than her second attempt. That would be another personal best on the platform.
Let's go.
Come on!
And what about the lights?
Good
They're
lift.
all white.
New
It's a good
personal
lift.
best. Congratulations.
And she has a new personal best written
Ellen
down.
Hansson. Bad luck today. On first attempt, and now bodies loaded.
She
Let's
went
go,
to fight
Ellen.
for it.
Come in. Put your hands together.
She
to
fought
Ellen.
and
We
she won.
really
She got 3 white
her
lights.
to get this one. To stay in
Now
competition,
someone that also
Balapo
needs to
goes on
fight and
board.
get multiple white lights is Ellen Hansson from Sweden. She missed 170 twice for lack of depth. She's retaking it once again in the third round. It's gonna be a tough ask to correct this, but she 100% can do it. She has 3 years of experience. She knows the standards. Just go slightly lower and make it count.
Come in, Stark.
That looked better, but
Easy.
was that enough?
Say.
Oh, the suspense. The suspense is on. We're missing 1 light.
Waiting for side referee. Flags.
A 2 to 1, a
Yes,
good
good
lift.
lift. Now it's
She's
in. 2
also
to 1,
on the
good
board
lift.
with a possibility for the
Emma
jury to
Honkonen,
intervene.
bodies loaded
but
for
I
you.
think
Emma
they're
Honkonen
happy with
from
it.
Finland,
Yeah, they are not
175
discussing
kilos.
anything, so she's on the board.
Personal best attempt again for
So
Emma.
now, out of 3, 2 have made their attempts.
Squat, silver medal attempt.
Emma Onkonen, she's already on the board with a 162.5. She missed her second attempt and decided to go up anyway. 5 more kilos by her second attempt. That would be for a sizable 12.5 kilo personal best in competition.
That looked easy. Referee says
Will that one count?
It still looks strong.
3 white lights.
It's 3 white lights and a good lift.
2.5 kilos.
So that greedy move to go up by 5 kilos ended up working.
Bar is loaded for Aurora Aser.
Bars now loaded for Aurora Guntenasser from Norway. She opened with 175, collected 190 during her second attempt. She's moving up 7.5 kilos. This is a PB attempt of 7.5.
For Aurora with 7.5 kilos.
And on prognosis, she has a 60 kilo lead if she can make that one count.
Kom igen nu.
That was strong.
That looks still very easy to be a third attempt.
What about the referees?
And Sudo won a good lift. This time it's the right hand side referee that saw a squat that was not deep enough according to his standards. The side of the replay gets a white, and I can understand why. In the 76s, Julia Klistakova from Slovakia attempting 200 kilos. It's a 7.5 kilo jump for a 4.5 kilo personal best.
That's a good fight for Julia.
Great fight. What do the referees think about that squat? We're missing the chief referee.
Lights, please.
But it was definitely the fight how the third attempt should look like.
Good lift.
It's gonna be 3 white flags up in the air. It was a nice third attempt indeed.
Bar is loaded for Olivia.
Same weight for Olivia
200
Lapsanska from
kilos.
Slovakia, 200 kilos.
Lapsanska from Slovakia. Personal best attempt with 7.5
Yeah, that's
kilos.
her personal
Olivia.
best attempt, about 7.5 kilos. So hopefully she can manage to write it down. The squat looks strong. What about the depth?
She's all smiles. She knows
Good
it's a great
lift.
squat.
Good
2 to 1, a
lift.
good lift.
Congratulations, personal best. No more
3
chances.
more squats to go in
Openers
this
for
group
second
before
goal.
we move on to the
Alexander
junior
Bosch,
men's.
Ukraine.
And this one
Moment of the truth.
might be the most
First
important
squat.
one.
Finish the double.
Alexandra Borch
Bar is
yet to
loaded.
be on the
Let's go,
board,
people. Give your
retaking
support
205
for
once
Alexander.
again. It's either she gets it or she won't be able to register a total in the competition. I would like to remind you that she was forecasted to be on the podium of the 76 kilo weight
Davai,
class.
davai, davai. You have the power. Let's go.
Yeah, if she can squat it, she can be like in a third position in a
Yeah.
squat.
She would collect a bronze medal in the squat event. So for a bronze medal, but most importantly, staying in the competition. Come on! That was better, but was that deep enough? Yes, a good lift. Finally.
She must be so happy.
We'll have a look at the replay to see whether or not she's safe. That was snappy, that was comfortable, and that looks to be deep enough. I think she's safe.
And she collected the bronze medal.
So now a battle for squat gold between Eleonora Pontoni and Clara Haspel, Italy against Germany in the battle for gold.
And this is a gold medal attempt.
Once the favorite, Eleonora Pontoni,
76 kilo category.
in terms of final placings, but in the squat event, Clara Haspel from Germany is a specialist. So now 232.5 for Eleonora, and then we'll have Clara for 235. Oh, that's a nice third attempt.
And she can notice that she got a 3 white lights.
That's a guaranteed silver medal, and for the time being, a gold medal with 1 more squats to go, and that squat belongs to Clara Haspel from Germany. 235, 5 kilo jump to match her personal best in competition. The German is a squat machine. She's a real threat for that gold medal in the squat event.
She looks so focused, like in a first attempt.
Wow. Impressive display of technique and control. It's gonna be 3 white lights and a good lift. No misses in the whole third round of squat. Props to these ladies.
252.5
Yeah, as you said, Alex, she is a squat machine.
So squat bronze in the 69, Elena Hansen with 170. Squat silver with 175 from Finland, Hema Onkonen. And squat gold belongs to Aurora Guntenasser from Norway, 197.5. In the 76s, in an emotional squat event, Alexander Bosch collects the bronze medal with 205. Silver medalist, 232.5, Eleonora Pontoni from Italy. And squat gold goes to Germany and Clara Haspel with 235. Moving on directly to the young guns. The first group of junior men's of the day, the 93s and the 105s. We've already had the first group of junior men of the Hong Kong yesterday, but this is the first flight of the day. Second group, junior 93s and 105s. We have 5 105s and 5 93s. The first one to open is a 105, George Arian from Romania, 252.5.
And was it deep enough?
No, it wasn't. I think you saw that one coming, Hansa.
Yeah, I saw that.
Great Britain. 262.5.
That hip crease did not go below the top part of the knee. That squat was not deep enough, according to the rule book and the referees on the platform. Moving on to Oscar Wenzel from Great Britain, 262.5.
This athlete is pretty young. She's just 19 years old.
Yeah, he's just 19, but has already been competing 3 years. He's fresh off the sub-juniors and attempting a personal best on his opener. that look fairly comfortable.
Good lift, 21.
To the 1A good lift.
Ivan Trunov, Ukraine, 265 as opener. Novotny, get ready.
And Oscar can add some more kilos for his second
Trunov
attempt.
lifting in 105 kilo category. Bar is loaded.
Ivan Trunov from Ukraine, 265. The Ukrainian is competing in the 105 kilo class. Also 19 years young, but has already been competing 5 years. Surely that was deep enough. That looked like a lovely opener. 3 white lights and the nail.
Good job.
Yeah, the 5 years competing just paid off.
Novotny from Czechia opens with 275.
Back in the 93 kilo class we go with Richard Novotny from Czechia, opening with 275. That would be a 10 kilo personal best on his opener.
Yeah, I know personally Richard, and he sometimes have a problem with depth, so hopefully he can manage it on a platform. So here he comes, and we will see what he will deliver.
The opener is one that you want to convince with, show who you are, how you squat. It's a presentation to the referees that might not know you at all.
Come on. Well, that was really easy.
And I have to wait for the lights on that one.
But sorry, no
And
lift.
as you've mentioned,
Two last number race.
problems with depth, no
Marsan
lift.
Pieper, Poland.
So hopefully he can
280
manage it on
kilos
his
opening
second attempt.
Bar is loaded.
Bars loaded for
Get ready.
Krakian Pieper from Poland.
Also 19 years old.
Opening with 280. Just 10 kilos shy of his PB of 290.
And it's a good
And
lift.
that looked great. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Davide Ciacetti from Italy comes next with 295 kilos opener. Bartonek, get ready.
We stay in the 93 kilo class,
Bar is loaded.
but this time with an Italian, Davide Cecchetti. 295.
This athlete competes for 7 years, so he's really experienced.
Will that show on his opener? Nice and steady walkout. Presenting the bar, knees and hips extended, fully upright, and receiving the squat command.
It looks pretty
Your
deep. What
lead
about the
2-1.
referees?
2 to 1, a good lift, but a lack of depth for the left hand side referee.
Vaclav Bartunek
This
opens
is
at
the angle
300.
from which he gets a red. It does look borderline, but
Donovan, get ready.
I don't think that'll be enough for the lift to be
Bar
overturned.
is loaded. Vaclav Bartunek, Czechia.
Back in the 105s we go, and we reach the 300 kilo mark with Vaclav Bartunek from Czechia.
Yeah, I know also Václav personally, and this is his attempt for personal best over 15 kilos.
So Václav has made some great progress in the gym apparently.
Yeah, definitely, but he also struggles sometimes with depth, so hopefully he will be better than Richard.
A does look better than Richard.
And what about the referees?
Missing the chief
3
referee,
white
and he agrees.
lights for
3 white
Panama.
lights from the referees on the platform.
Then we have
It did look
Jürgen
better.
Jonbach, Norway.
Yeah, he improved
320
his technique
kilos
and it's
as
also
opening
deep
attempt.
enough.
And the bar is
3
loaded.
more openers to go. The next one is the Norwegian Jørgen Youngvag.
Jonbach from Norway.
320 in the 105 kilo class is the favorite today.
Yeah, today we got a lot of 19 years old athletes. And he's one of them.
And judging by his opener is
Come in
the
there.
present and the future. Looking very strong, but it starts off with a nice opener. You want to be on board now. And I think he's going to be.
Good lift.
Yes, he is. Good lift.
Ludwig Moen.
The last 2 openers are in the
335.
93 kilo class,
As
where
opening
we have some
attempt.
humongous squatters. 335 for
From
Ludwig
Norway.
Moen from Norway.
Bar is loaded.
Yeah, this is crazy. This athlete competes for 9 years, so he's really experienced.
This is his last outing as a junior. He's 23 years old. And today is the favorite, but in a tighter class than the 105s. We have multiple athletes over 800 on the basis of openers.
Well, that was very easy opener.
The squat looks really strong. And what about the depth?
Flags.
1 wide, 2 wide.
Good lift.
So it'll be a good lift. He's on the board with a
David
335.
Rupets from Ukraine.
And the last opener
340
belongs
kilos
to
as
David
opener.
Rupets from
And bar is
Ukraine.
loaded.
340. And he's not 23 years old, he's 20 years old. So still has a lot of time to develop in the juniors. But the biggest opener and a contender for squad gold. Most definitely a contender for the silver overall. And maybe the win should all things go well for him. That was not the best of openers from him, but 3 white lights is on the board.
Yeah, to be on the board, that's the most important thing.
It was a bit shaky on the way up.
Romania.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully for the second attempt he can manage the technique and deliver the strength.
Yeah, it lost a bit of tension on the
Bar
way
is
up.
loaded.
He got me worried for a downwards movement a bit, but it did not
Let's
happen.
go, George.
We're missing 2 lifters on the board, and George Arian
Nice and
is
easy
one
now,
of them.
come on.
He'll open the second round of squat and decided to jump up 12.5 kilos after missing 252.5 for depth.
Yeah, if this attempt goes well, it will be also his personal best. It still looks strong, but what about the depth?
Sorry, no lift.
It's still
Silver
not
flags,
good,
not
Hansa.
deep enough.
Yeah, hopefully he can manage it on his third attempt.
Now we
He's
have
playing a
Oscar
risky
Wenzel,
game.
272
Going up
and
after
half kilos
missing
on this second attempt.
comes and bites you back.
Bar is loaded.
Bar is
10
loaded
kilos
for
jump.
Oscar
And
Wenzel
the
from
personal
Great
best
Britain.
attempt for Oscar.
He got his opener, a personal best of 262.5. Is jumping 10 kilos to 272.5.
on, come on, come on.
That looks higher than his opener, but it could count. Let's see what the referees think. No, we've seen it correctly from the commentary booth. That was higher than his opener. No lift.
But it was still strong, so we will see what they will do.
But can you trust yourself to go a few centimeters lower with that kind of weight is the question.
Yeah, definitely.
Bars now loaded for Richard Novotny, who missed his opener. The Czech deciding to retake it, 275.
I think that's a wise decision to retake your opener when you don't hit the depth, and then you can jump more on your last attempt. But I think he can manage it. Because during the training he hit way more weight on his back.
Is that better? Yes, 3 right lights. And the strategy of retaking the opener pays off.
Yeah, definitely. And now he can show us what he is capable of, because I know he can do way better than this.
Big chunk to personal best. 15 kilos and big chunk from opener.
Ivan Trunov from Ukraine jumping 20 kilos from 265 to 285.
15 kilo over his personal best.
Давай.
That's good enough. 3 white lights.
Well done.
And the squat was still strong, so he will definitely deliver something big.
He has more in the tank for sure. And that looked less shaky than his opener. Way more fluid on the way up.
Yes, just like that. He improved his technique over the attempts, so hopefully his third attempt will be the perfect one, the best one.
Hopefully. Now the Polish on the platform. Kajan Piper from Poland. 295, it's a 15 kilo jump for a 5 kilo personal best.
Good lift.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Well done. Congratulations. Davide Cecchetti from Italy, 207.5 kilos.
That was also pretty strong squat,
Attempt.
as we could see.
Bars loaded.
Bars loaded for the Italian Davide Cecchetti. 307.5. That's a 12.5 kilo jump for a 7.5 kilo personal best.
Come on, Davide.
He's in the 93 kilo
Personal
class.
best. Die.
And he has a guaranteed bronze medal in the squat. Let's see now how he can improve.
The depth looks good. What about the referees?
They don't seem to agree with you on that one.
Unfortunately, not good lift.
Bartune comes next with 315 kilos.
And it does look kind of high on the replay. I do agree with you. From afar, with the higher up angle, it looked better. But from that side, I can fully understand the referees.
Yeah,
Jury overruled. It was a good lift.
but the
for
jury
Italian
overruled this
victory.
lift.
So finally, they seem to agree with us.
Davide Cecchetti, good
So it's going to
lift.
be a good lift for the Italian But still, he'll have to make it a bit more convincing for the referees on the platform next time. Václav Bartunek from Czechia, jumping 15 kilos. That makes it 315 on the bar. That would be a huge personal best in competition.
And what about the depth? I'm not sure here.
Yeah, I think he lost balance
So
at
we
the
know
bottom.
it's not deep enough.
Trying to play it off, he went up,
Jürgen Jonevall,
but that was not convincing in terms of
Norway.
depth.
330 kilos to this second attempt.
So hopefully his last attempt will be the attempt where he will write down his 15
Body
kilos
loading.
person best.
I think he got thrown off by the tension of the wraps here. On the replay you can see the wraps kicking almost his knees backwards. This is why you could see him really get out of position and not able to reach depth. This is equipped, this is very technical. Let's see what Jørgen Jonevall from Norway can do with 330. It's a 10 kilo jump. Very close to his PB of 336. And repeating those kind of weights takes a toll on you. It is hard.
Kom igen nu Jörgen. Hårt nu.
He already has guaranteed squat gold, but he needs to increase his total. And he manages to do so. 2-1, a good lift.
Yeah, and definitely pretty strong
Also
lift.
from Norway, 355 kilos. For men. Bar is loaded.
Now walking on the platform is Ludvig Moen from Norway, jumping 20 kilos to 355. That would be a match PB. He's very much in a battle for squat gold with David Rubets from Ukraine.
Yeah, they will have the same weight loaded, massive
igen, Ludvig.
355 kilos.
And it's a must lift for him because he's forecasted to be in the lead, but he's not safe by any means.
The lift looks strong.
That looked very easy and it's a good lift.
3 white
for
lights,
men.
8 good lifts.
David Roberts, Ukraine, same weight, 355
I think he understands
kilos.
very well
He's
that
lighter
he
than
doesn't
Ryan.
want to open the
So
door
they are fighting over the
because
squat gold
David
medal, and now the
Rubets
bar
is ready to
loaded.
chase him.
Roberts from Ukraine.
He's going to take 355s also, and the bar is loaded. And in this battle, Rubets is lighter on body weight than Moen. Rubets weighing in at 91.19, when Moen is weighing in at 92.77.
Personal best attempt for
That's a pretty big
David
difference.
with 5 kilos. Bye-bye.
He's going to tip forward, but
Thank you,
he's
spotters.
safe thanks to the spotters.
Sorry,
That was a
no,
great catch.
He's okay. George Ariel,
Yeah,
Romania,
can you Alex imagine
270
to
kilos.
catch 355 kilos?
These guys are so experienced and so fast. Look at the reaction time. Up, got him. And all at the same time, which makes for a very safe catch because if one catches faster than the other, you can easily tear your bicep, tip forward with the lifters. But they are
Let's
so
go,
well
George. Come on,
coordinated.
people, some support
Props to the
here.
spotters.
He's want to stay in
We're
the
grateful to have
competition.
them. The third round begins with a pivotal attempt. George Arian from Romania decided to
got the
go up
power.
once again.
Pass
He
to the
missed
grass.
252.5 for
Let's
depth.
go.
Missed 265 for depth. Does he need more weight to go deeper? This is what he seems to be thinking. He opted for 270. The third attempt of the Romanian is taking place on the platform now. It goes up. Is it deep
And
enough?
what about the referees?
Good
2-1. a good lift.
Good job.
Still a
Also,
possibility
focusing
for
on
the jury
this
to
lift.
intervene. We'll have a look at the replay to judge whether or not he's safe.
Oscar Wenzel,
I think he is.
Great Britain.
Yeah, the
2:72.5.
risk paid off.
Second time. Bar is loaded.
Once again, the emotions and the suspense of equipped is terrible. It is intense. Oscar Wenzel in the 93 kilo class
Let's go, man.
managed his opener of
It's yours.
262.5, missed 272.5 during the second round of squat. He's retaking it. This one's for a 10 kilo PB. That looked better. Three white lights and a good lift.
Yeah, we can see that he's really happy about his last squat, and who wouldn't be if he got 3 white lights.
Richard Novotny. Czechia comes next, 285 kilos.
.285 kilos. The
Bar
last attempt
loaded.
of Richard Novotny from Czechia. Missed his opener for depth, corrected what happened during the second round. So now he's trying to improve by 10 kilos. Some good luck fist bumps going out. Always nice to see. Will he manage the weight for a 10 kilo personal best?
Personal best.
I think he got the strength in the tank, but hopefully the depth will be deep enough.
And no lift, and the first time we see a blue light because the downwards movement was not completed in one motion. He went down, went up, went down again.
He would take
It was not one
similar
singular movement, so
position
that's
on
a technical
squat
foul.
and being with this
Air
one.
for the
But
right side
slowly,
referee. It was not deep enough anyway, so no lift for the Czech.
But luckily he got a second attempt,
20
so
kilos jump to
he's in
second
the game.
attempt.
Yeah, he's definitely in the game, as you said. In the 105 kilo class, Ivan Trunov attempting 305. This wants to go from 4th to provisional 2nd position in the squat event.
And it's 20 kilo jump.
Davai, davai, davai.
That's a big ask, but he opened with 265, maybe save some gas for that third attempt. It moves nicely. And it's
Good lift.
a good lift. Surprisingly enough, it works back-to-back 20 kilo jumps for the Ukrainian paying off. Is in provisional silver medal position in the squat event.
Now this will take him on second place on squad competition.
And trying to retake that silver medal in the squad event is Gratian Piper from Poland. He opened with 280, passed by 295 quite easily. His last attempt is 307.5.
And he will be also attempting his personal best on his last attempt.
Let's go, Grachan. Come on, personal best. Let's do this.
That new personal best is now official. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Now we have a lifter from Italy, Davide Cecchetti, 350
Staying
kilos on this third attempt.
In some squat action, some squat battles for podium with
On third
Davide
place, bars
Cecchetti
loaded.
trying to comfort his third position in the squat. He has a guaranteed bronze medal.
Davide Cecchetti.
315, it's a 7.5 kilo jump for the same amount of a personal
352
best.
kilos on bar. Taiki.
And as the Italian who say Taike Davide.
Nice and balanced attempt, and referees say
Referees say that it's a good lift. 3 white lights.
personal best.
Yeah, and
So a new personal best. That was nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that was
You have
crazy.
4
And
attempts
we
to
could
go
hear
of this
the
exciting
Italian coach
morning
celebrating
squat
that he
session.
could manage this lift.
215 kilos for Vaclav Bartunek, Czechia.
The same weight, but in the 105 kilo class for the Czech Václav Bartunek.
This is personal best
So
attempt
hopefully
for
he
Vaclav.
can manage it,
15 kilos.
because I personally know
Come on,
that
people.
he got a
We are in
power in
Czechia,
him.
some support. Come on.
He got a great support because he's a Czech athlete here in Czechia and Pilsen.
That's deeper than his second one, but is it deep enough for Václav? No, it's not.
2-1,
It is only
no
deep
lift.
enough according to
Not
the
deep
chief
enough.
referee, but 2 red cards from both side
3
refs.
attempts to go.
So
Jönmark
Václav will
from
stay on his opener
Norway
of
on
300
first.
kilos.
340 kilos.
Yeah, but it's still impressive to handle
Leading
300
the
kilos
squat
in
competition
this
at
equipment.
105 kilo.
Yeah, but I mean,
This one changed it.
I
He
guess
will
he's
find,
disappointed
win the
because
gold
we
medal on
knew
squat
he had more in the tank.
at 105. Bar is loaded. But this is his personal best attempt.
Personal best attempt for Jørgen Jongvang from Norway, the
Norway.
favorite of the 105 kilo class, pulling away with that squat. It's a 10 kilo jump for 4 kilo PB attempt.
Kom igen Jörgen. Allt nu. Kom igen.
Let's see it. PB attempt. He's already at squat gold. And manages that
Very
attempt.
strong attempt and
But
sorry,
no
lift,
lift,
2-1.
unfortunately.
Left
I was
laps.
looking at the right hip. The hip that got a white.
2
I'm
attempts.
waiting to see the
David
replay, looking at the
Rubets,
left hip.
Ukraine. 355 for
It does
Rubets.
look higher up.
Going up to gold medal in squat. Bar is loaded. David Rupes, Ukraine.
And the jury has overruled the
Jury
lift of
overruled. It's a good
Jongvang.
lift for
It's a good
Norwegian
lift.
lifter.
340 will stand on the
340,
board
new personal
for
best
the
him
Norwegian.
now. David
Yeah, definitely.
Rupes.
And Norway is
Okay, is
celebrating,
there
as
any
we could see on the
Ukrainians in the
camera.
audience? What? Put your hands together for your lifter. Gold medal
Now,
attempt.
David
Squat.
Rubets from Ukraine re-attempting 355. It's a gold medal attempt in the squat event of the 93s.
Yeah, because he weighed way less than the guy on the first place. So if he can manage it, he will get a gold medal.
Yeah, he's 1 kilo lighter than Ludwig one, but this one needs to go up. How about the lights?
Referee saying
2-1, a good lift. So provisional gold medal in the squat event. But watch out, a blue light from the right side referee. That could be either for downwards movement
he also wants the gold
or
medal in
a
squat.
lack of lockout of the knees or the hips. The
Bar
jury
is
will have a
loaded.
look at it. And in the meantime, Ludwig Moen will step on the platform to try and retake.
Team Norway,
Squat gold.
let's do our best.
Not
Come
by a slight
on.
margin, but by
Come here.
10 kilos. He loads up 365. That would be a massive personal best. And not so far off the European junior record of 380.
Yeah, and definitely the
Ludwig.
massive battle
Come in.
between those two athletes.
work it out properly. He manages to do so.
Referees say
2 to 1, a good lift.
he
So
takes the
squat
gold
go
medal,
goes
a
to the
new
Norwegian.
personal best with 10 kilos for Olympic Moe, Norway.
Teacher will have a look at it since there was at
Good
least
job,
one
man.
red
10 minutes break.
and they seem to be satisfied with it. So in the 93 kilo class, collecting squat bronze with 315, Davide Cecchetti. From Ukraine, David Rubes with 355 gets squat silver, and with the 365 you just saw, Ludvig Moen from Norway gets squat gold. In the 105 kilo class, with 305 the Ukrainian Ivan Trunov gets squat bronze. 307.5 is what gets Gracian Piper from Poland squat silver, and the gold medalist of the squat event in the 105 kilo class with 340 kilos is Jørgen Jonvag from Norway. We'll see you in about 9 minutes for some bench press action. Don't go anywhere. And just like that, the break is done. We are back in action on the EPF Powerlifting channel. We've just had a phenomenal squat session for both of these groups. Collecting squat gold in the 69 kilo class was Aurora Gunther Asser with 197.5. The Norwegian was phenomenal. And in the 76 kilo class with 235, the squat specialist Clara Haspel took gold from the Italian. We'll be having also a big battle for bench medals. Openers ranging from 82.5 to 197.5. How about that for a bench opener? That is massive, Onza.
Yeah, definitely. That's impressive.
So for those just tuning in, this is still the first flight of the day. Two groups, junior ladies, 69, 66s, 76s, and junior men's 93s, 105s. The first bench press is starting now with Eva Onkonen from Finland, 82.5.
What happened? Unfortunately, the technique wasn't right. What do you think about it?
I think she just re-racked early. Like, she aimed for the rack. I think this is what happened. Like, if you aim for the rack too early, you push backwards, and then you're done. You can't really benefit from the tension of the suits you get out of the bar path. It is so different from raw bench. You're using a tool to extract more performance out of your bench, but if you don't use it correctly, it is very tough. Let's see what Reina Forsenko can do with 85 kilos. The Ukrainian managing her last attempt in the squat with 160. That was a bit segmented also, but more in the correct bar path. How about the lights?
Side referee, light please. Can I please have the flags? 1, 2, 3.
One red, two reds.
Okay.
So no lift. I was worried because I've seen the bar dipped a bit, so downwards movement, a blue light, no lift. Bars now loaded for Daria Frakowiak from Poland, 87.5.
So hopefully this will be our first successful first attempt.
I think she struggled to touch the chest and never received the press command.
Okay,
We'll have a closer look on the repass to what happened here on the bottom.
Shirt, I guess. Julia Klestikova comes next.
Oh, she never touched. And then finally she had to slide on the left side to try and touch the chest. Couldn't manage a proper pause. No lift once again.
Equipment, bench shirts.
This tends to happen with bench shirts. You have different stiffness, different elasticity levels, and this one was too stiff for her to touch the chest with that kind of weight. She'll need to go up or change shirts. Julia Klestikova from Slovakia setting up to open with 92.5. That's much better than what we've seen so far. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, good lift and first successful attempt for this athlete who competes just 1 year
Now Lapsanska, Olivia, bar is loaded for you. Same weight, 92.5. Let's make it green.
Same weight for Olivia Lapsanska from Slovakia, 92.5. That looked good enough to me.
Good
3
lift.
white lights, a good lift.
Yes. Another
And she convinced
green
all
flag
3
on board.
referees. We see
Then
3
we
white
have Ellen
lights.
Hansson, Sweden. 95 kilos opener for Ellen. Bar is loaded.
Back in the 69s we go with
This
Ellen
is
Hansen
equaling
from
her
Sweden.
personal best.
The 369 we've seen so far have not managed the opener.
And she previously struggled with her squat, so hopefully the bench will go way better.
Here she comes.
Yeah, we
Come
don't
in
want
then.
that scenario to repeat itself.
Kom in Ellen. Hard nu.
No lift. We were wondering if that scenario would repeat itself. It turns out to be the case for the Swedish.
Tasmina Tarek, Slovakia, bar is loaded for you, 95 kilos.
So no lift made yet in the 69 kilo class. Jasmina Taric from Slovakia is the next 69 to open at 95 kilos.
And the lift looked good to me, and referees thinks the same.
Yes.
3 white lights.
3 white lights, and finally a successful bench in the 69s.
Then we have same weight, bar is loaded now.
Back in the
for
76s with
Ukraine.
Alexandra Bot from Ukraine, also opening with 95 kilos.
Yeah, her feet were on the bench, so that then you have to stand up
And
take
she
the
was
sit up
asked
again.
to reset properly because you don't have the rights to put your feet on the bench. This rule has been adopted at the same time that the depth rule was changed for bench press.
Nice
Easy opener.
for Alexandra. And it's a
3 white lights, a
great
good lift.
Well done.
Yeah, she's shown that she can set up also without the feet on a bench, and the strength is there.
122.5 kilos for
We have
Aurora
3 more
Aser,
openers to go,
Norway.
one of which is completely abnormal, but we'll talk about that in a few minutes. For now, it is Aurora Gunten from Norway, 122.5.
Bar is loaded. Aser.
And she's just hitting the European unit.
Let's see how this 122.5 can move. Nice control. Amazing bar path.
That was very easy.
That was lovely. I don't think there's
Lights, please,
anything you can
Henry,
say about
silent
that attempt. Still winning on one light.
Can we have the flags? 1, 2, 3.
And 3 white flags are up
Good
in the
lift,
air.
3
It
white
is
lights.
a good lift for the Norwegian.
Clara Haspel.
Back in the
Bar is loaded
76s
for
with
you.
Clara Haspel, who
Haspel
collected
from
squat gold with 235. She's opening with 122.5. She's projected to be comfortably in second position overall in the class. Once again, great display of technique, but it's way harder than what you would expect out of an opener.
Sorry, no
And
lift.
no
With
lift. Downwards
Very
movement
tight
on the
shirt, I
way
guess.
up. We'll have a look at the replay. Can you peek downwards movement? I think this it happened
Yeah.
right here.
That this
We could
is,
see the dip.
in this attempt, there is altogether 8 different records.
And now
8
something
different records,
completely
all
abnormal
possibly
from
records
Eleonora
and
Pontoni
max
from
in this one
Italy.
attempt for
She's
Eleonora
opening with
Pontoni.
197.5. Mind you, this
Bar
would
is
break
loaded.
8
Put your hands
records
together for
with
this
one lift.
amazing piece of
The
world
European
record
Junior
attempt.
Bench
This is a
Only record, European Junior record,
single lift
European
attempt.
Open record, European
And this
Open
is the
Bench
is your
Only
sport.
record,
Come on, people.
World Junior Bench Only record, World Junior
Let's
record,
go.
World Open Bench Only record, and World Open record. She would set her name
Come on,
aside
Pontoni.
of
Let's do
every
this.
record.
That's crazy, Alex.
I thought it was a mistake at first, but 197.5 is unracked for the Italian. Can she manage this? Wow!
Oh my
Let's
God.
wait for the lights. Oh, the suspense is killing me, especially with those kind of attempts. We're gonna need for the flags to be thrown in the air. 1, 2, 3. It's a new and 8 new records for Eleonora Pontoni from Italy.
That was 8
What?
records altogether.
What was that?
That's unbelievable,
I hope next
man.
time she comes to the States,
197.5 for the Italian. And it looked like a reasonable opener.
Let's go, Emma.
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
What was that? That is not something you see often at the commentary booth. Someone breaking 8 records with 1 attempt. Wow.
Kunnolla lavat sinne alle.
I mean, that was crazy. But let's go back to what's happening on the platform. We are missing 5 lifters on the board. Emma Honkonen is one of them. The Finnish reattempting 82.5.
So hopefully she can manage it. And what about the lights?
Still no lift. Downwards movement for 2 of the 3 referees.
Regina Fursenko next.
She'll need a 3rd attempt to be on the board.
Same situation, she needs to take this one to stay in competition.
Reina Fosenko from Ukraine finds herself in that same situation, having to retake her opener after missing it.
Bye, Regina. That was very easy.
Is she on the board this time?
The lift looked way better than the previous one, but what about the judge?
It did. We're still missing the left hand side referee. Flags are
Good
thrown in
lift.
the air.
3
3 white flags. It's a good lift. She's on the board.
Body's loaded now
Looking
for
to do the
Daria
same thing is
Frakowiak.
Daria Frakowiak from
Yes, there
Poland.
was 11 attempts, and 6
87.5.
of them were no lifts on first
Retaking
round.
a
This is
opener.
very normal at acute lifting. Now Frakowiak, 87.5 kilos second time. Come on, let's do this. Good lift.
3 white lights. She's also on the board.
On competition.
Yeah,
I like what I'm seeing. Lifters correcting what happened during the first attempt.
95 kilos again.
This time she touched with the bar on her breast,
Body's loaded.
and it was a good lift.
Kom igen nu Ellen.
An announcement from Sweden retaking 95 kilos, also in that same situation. Let's see it. Oh, she needs to touch.
Up, up, up.
Oh, I think we're going to see some downwards movement here, and she can't manage to lock it out. No lift once again for Helen Hansen. The exact same scenario as to what happened in the squad event. The 2 first attempts are no lifts.
Slovakia, 97.5 kilos. She already has the first
That's
attempt,
worrisome.
so easy to breathe. Bar is loaded. Let's go,
Bar is
Julia.
loaded for Julia Klistikova from Slovakia, from 92.5 to 97.5. 5 kilo jump to match our personal best. That's segmented, but I don't think the bar dipped. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, that was really convincing that she
Jasmina
could
Taric,
show us something
Slovakia. Bar is
better
loaded.
than her
100
personal
kilos
best in
for
her third
Jasmina on
attempt.
this second attempt.
And looking for a
This is her
personal
personal
best is Jasmina Taric from Slovakia.
With 5 kilos.
She matched her PB on her first attempt, looking to improve it by 5 kilos with this 100 kilo attempt. Oh, she completely lost the bar path. I thought she had that.
I also thought it
Please.
looked smooth and easy, but then something technical must have happened.
1, 2, 3. No lift. Thank you.
And as expected, flags are up in the air to signal that it was a no lift.
Is the bar loaded?
Bar is loaded for the Ukrainian Alexandra Borch. She managed 95 kilos as her opener. She's jumping
Bar is
5
loaded.
to 100.
Alexandra Borsch, Ukraine.
Can she
Sandra.
find proper
It's yours.
footing?
Come on, girl.
And the
Thank you,
bar
spotters.
just can't
Tight shirt, so
be
it's just
controlled all the way
close
to the
backs,
top.
and
No
your hands lifting
lift.
it up. Thank you. No lift, naturally.
I hope she's okay.
Bar is loaded now.
She
for
looks to be
Olivia
limping off the
Lapsanska,
platform.
Slovakia, 100 kilos. 7.5 kilos jump to second attempt.
7.5 kilo jump for Olivia Lapsanska from Slovakia. From 92.5 to 100.
And
It's a milestone, that 100 kilo bench press.
yeah, and she's matching her personal best right now.
Let's go, Olivia. Nice and easy. Looks quite smooth and referees say.
So waiting on the flags to be thrown up in the air.
Flags, please. 1, 2, 3.
They're gonna be
Good
white.
pick. 3 white lights. Thank you. Then we have Clara Haspel, 122.5 kilos, second time. Bar is loaded. Alkes Clara. Nice and easy now.
Clara Aspel from Germany, reattempting 122.5. Up. No downwards movement whatsoever on this one.
Yeah, this bench press looked pretty good. What about the lights?
Think about it.
I think it's gonna be the flags once again. That left remote does not seem to be working. And she's on the board. Thankfully, because she was forecasted to be second by quite a margin. Now she secures a bench attempt. Back in the 69s we go with Aurora Guntenasser from Norway. 7.5 kilo jump from 122 to 130.
Aurora Oster. Kom igen nu.
Great control. An effort at lockout, but I think she'll be fine with that one.
Good lift.
Yeah, I think
It's
that's
a good lift.
how the second
then we
attempt should
have
look like. What do you think, Alex?
I think it was slightly too hard at lockout, but it might be due to technique more than strength. So I think she's fine. She has some more kilos in the tank. And talking about someone that has some more kilos in the tank, Eleonora Pontoni. Who are you really? She broke 8 records with 1 attempt. She's now the world record holder in open with 197.5, but that's not enough for her. That's not enough. She's pushing the record to 205.5 with that second attempt. I mean, you can't really bet against her with what we've seen earlier. We've never seen that before.
Yeah, definitely. And she has a lot of support in the audience.
We've never seen that before. She already owns 8 records. She wants to push them. think this one's not gonna go. I've seen multiple fouls and she's not able
It
to
was
push
close.
through. Maybe
That's
that
very
jump is
close.
too big
But
or it
sorry,
was
no
just a
lift.
technique issue. We'll have a look at the
I can-
replay, but I
I can
think
just
here
describe her
the head
wonder
lifted off the bench
press
and she
machine.
couldn't quite stay in control on the way up.
82.5 kilo
Multiple
on third
things to
time
correct.
Emma Honkonen. Ja nyt
Maybe a
Emma
smaller
otetaan
jump
se.
would have been the move,
And
but I
people
mean,
have to put your hands together
she's
for
the
Emma.
world
We
record
support
holder.
here
So for the
everybody.
time being,
Anyone to say
leading the
go
69
home
kilo class in the bench
without
press
a
event is
total
Aura Kuntanasser,
from
and
these
no one will
competitions.
go and try and take
Not a
her
bar
gold
loaded.
medal.
Emma
And
Honkonen,
obviously,
Finland.
Elon
Let's go, Emma,
Rapontoni
now.
leads the 76 kilo class, both in the bench press
Nyt
event
muija vähän
and in
rähinää.
total. Emma Honkonen from Finland to kick us off the third round of bench press. She needs that attempt to stay in the competition. She did not manage a bench press attempt yet. That's very
Kaikki
important.
siihen nyt, Emma.
She must be under the great pressure. So hopefully she can manage it.
Oh no.
And unfortunately, Emma Honkonen is out
Not this time.
of the
This is
competition.
technique bench press. You never know what
She's going to be
happens.
able to deadlift because she can try and
Now we
collect
have
a medal
Daria
in the
Strakowiak,
movement, but no final
92.5
placings for her.
kilos on this third attempt.
In powerlifting, when you fail to
Sorry.
register an attempt in one of the 3 events, you do not have a total, so no final placings for her. Now on the platform is Daria Flakowiak from Poland, jumping 5 kilos from 87.5 to 92.5.
Dawaj, Daria.
2.5 kilos under her personal best.
Let's go, girl. Up. Seal off the elbow and referee say.
Bar went up.
Good lift. Yes, nice to see clean class. Now we have 95
It's a good
kilos.
lift, but I'm just
Ellen
looking at
Hansen,
the
Sweden,
scoreboard
same
and
situation
still a bit
as
worried
Emma
because
had
right
earlier,
now we
so
have
people put your
Ellen
hands together for
Hansen
Ellen.
from Sweden
Bar is loaded. Ellen Hansen, Sweden.
retaking 95 for the
Come here.
third time. And so far, I haven't seen great signs of hopes for that one, but it's a quit bench press. We really never know.
Du kan. Du är stark. Kom igen.
Yeah, during the squats, the jury saved her, but right now it's time for her to save herself.
Kom igen.
Fingers crossed. We want Ellen Hansen to be on the board. It's looking difficult. It's looking difficult. Can she manage it? No, she can't. And she's the second lifter
Sorry.
to bow out in the 69 kilo class. Onkonen and Hansen are out of the competition.
Then we have 95 kilos.
That is heartbreaking.
Poroshenko, Ukraine. Bar is loaded. She has
She
total
could've
on her second
made a
attempt,
run
85
for it,
kilos,
at least
now
up
10
for
kilos
it.
more. And this would take her on second place on bench press.
Irina Fursenko that
Medal
managed
competition at time
to
being.
successfully retake her opener during the second round. The
Because
Ukrainian
she's
decided to
110
jump now 10 kilos to attempt a 2.5 kilo PB.
Dawaj, Regina. Personal best, Regina. Dawaj.
Yeah, she's really experienced, so hopefully she knows what she's doing.
Apparently she does.
And let's see what referee
3
says.
white lights, a
Yes,
good lift for the
Aussie
Ukrainian.
takes silver medal position
Nice
on
comeback.
bench press at time being. But now there is Jasmina Tari
From
coming
a missed
after,
opener to a
and
2.5
she is
kilo
lighter
PB.
on body weight. Bar is
I like that.
loaded.
Yeah,
Silver medal
I would also like to have
on bench.
competitions like this.
Jasmina Taric from Slovakia. She got her opener of 95 kilos, missed 100 during the second round. She's retaking it for 5 kilo PB.
Come on, girl. This is the time and the place. Let's do this.
I think her left elbow locked out, unlocked, locked out, unlocked, and this is what gets her
Reflex,
both
one blue and one red.
blues and reds, because reds are for lack of depth,
And
and
there is
it
3
was
attempts
deceiving on
time
the
to
right
change
side,
the opener. 3
and
attempts
to
time
see
to
that
change
left
the
elbow
opener
lock
for
and
second
unlock,
group.
that's for downwards
Bar
movement
is
then,
loaded
and lack
for
of proper
Alexandra
lockout.
Bors, Ukraine, 100 kilos.
You saw it right,
Bronze
Alex.
medal attempt at time being at 76
5 more
category.
attempts in the third round of bench press. They're all in the 76 kilo class. We now have Alexandra Borch reattempting 100 kilos. She's not looking like herself yet, not on her best form, not having the best day, but there's still a way to regain momentum before deadlifts.
Let's go,
It's
Alexandra.
that
Come
last
on.
attempt.
Yeah, she's definitely the fighter.
Well,
That was
very
amazing for a third
easy.
attempt.
3 white lights.
3
Good
white
job,
lights.
girl.
And as you said, she's a fighter.
Yulia Klestikova, 100 kilos. Also, bronze medal attempt. She's lighter than Borsch.
Next
Bar
out is
loaded.
Yulia
Same item,
Klistikova
but lighter
from
than
Slovakia.
Borsch.
Attempting
So this
100
attempt
kilos,
at
it's a
time
2.5
being
kilo jump,
bronze medal position on
but
bench
that
press
would give her
competition.
provisional bronze medal in the class. A provisional bronze medal in the bench press with only Olivia Lapsinska who could take that from her.
So we will see a fight between Slovakians.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Up, 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 up,
Come
up.
on, keep on pushing.
Slots the elbows and referees say.
We're missing the chief referee for that one.
Flags, please. 1, 2, 3.
And it's gonna be a good lift. So
she
wait,
goes
provisional
on
bronze medal
bronze
in the bench
position,
press
but
event.
now there is bar is loaded for Olivia Lapsanska, 102.5 kilos. She
Olivia
also holds the bronze medal
Lapsinska,
bench press.
the only athlete who can retake
And
a
this is
bronze medal
Right weight for that.
from
102.5.
Klistikova, attempting
Personal best attempt, bronze medal
102.5.
attempt. Olivia Lapsanska, Slovakia.
I think she
Attempt,
manages it.
elbows and referees. What's your opinion? Good lift.
3
So
white lights, she
Olivia
gets the bronze
Lapsanska
medal
takes the
in the
bronze
bench
medal
press
on
event
bench
of the
press,
76s.
76 kilo category.
Places
Now we
are
have 2
decided in the
attempts,
bench
3
press
attempts
event,
to go and no more chances to the openers for next group.
but
Bar is
to
loaded.
increase
Clara
our mark,
Hospital,
Clara
Germany,
Aspel from Germany,
125 kilos.
who's walking away with the silver medal, is going to try and jump 2.5 kilos from 122 to 125.
Silver medalist today already. With second
She
attempt,
always looks
now
so
2.5 kilos
concentrated
more.
on every single
Out
lift we
gets
have
Clara.
seen during this competition.
Wow.
Strong fight, good
That left
fight.
elbow opened up too quickly compared to the right, but she managed to
Well done, Clara.
correct,
Silver medal today
get under
from
the bar, and
bench
keep
press.
on pushing. 3
176
white
kilo category.
lights.
Now the bar is loaded.
That 125 will count.
Aurora Oster,
Definitely
Norway,
the focus
135.
pays off, and the grind was incredible, but she managed to lock it out.
The last 69
69 kilo category.
is Aurora Gunten
Complex
Asser,
and overall.
the Norwegian, attempting 135. It's a 5 kilo jump. She's already the gold medalist of the bench press event in that competition.
Kom igen nu.
Can she manage it? Can she lock it out? No, it's going to be a catch by the spotters and no lift. She still walks away with 130 and the gold medal though.
Final
Yeah, that's
attempt on
still
this
impressive.
bench press competition for these young strong ladies. Eleonora Pontoni, Italy.
As you know,
Second
Alex,
time,
in the end,
205.5
every single kilo
kilos.
counts, so you want as much as possible.
Absolutely.
All possible records on this
And now
attempt for
talking
the
about
Belgian.
impressive things, Eleonora Pontoni from Italy, the world record holder of the bench press in the class.
The bar is
And not
loaded.
only junior, she
Let's
broke
make some
8
noise.
world records with her
World
first
record
attempt.
Eleonora Pontoni, Italy.
She missed 205.5 during the second round. She's re-attempting it right now. It's an 8 kilo jump. It looked to be too big of a jump during her second attempt, but maybe it was a technical issue. This is a known land. No one has done this before. She's already the best in the world. Can she increase our mark? Stay in control. Come on! I'm gonna wait for the lights on that one.
Referees say
Well, the suspense
I'm not sure
for a
about this
new
one.
world open record. To push our own world record. No way the lights are
Lights,
doing that
please.
to us.
1, 2, 3.
And 2-1, a good lift.
I didn't
One
see
red
it.
from
I
the
didn't see
chief
it. Oh, it's
referee.
a
I
good
think
way,
that
2-1.
would be for
Okay,
downwards movement.
Congratulations. New
Yes,
world
it's a
record.
blue light. So the jury
Then we
are
go
gonna have a
into
look at it.
Next
We don't have the
group.
replay. It already passed, but we were
165.
looking at the lights.
165
She might be
kilos.
safe. Obviously, she has the gold
165
medal. She has the world
kilos.
record. But 205.5, that
We
is
have to
crazy.
wait for summing up.
The runner-up in the 76 kilo class,
have to
getting the
wait for
silver
the
medal, is Clara Aspel with 125. And
Jury
bench bronze
overruled.
goes to
Sorry to say,
Olivia
but jury
Lapsonska.
overruled the world
And the jury
record.
has overruled. It
No
was
lift.
downwards movement for the Italian, so
And now,
she will stay with
bar is loaded for
197.5,
Richard Novotny, Czechia.
which is already a new
165
world record.
kilos.
Moving on to the junior men's,
Richard Novotny,
the
Czechia.
93s and the 105s. We've seen them do crazy things in the squat events,
Sabine.
squatting up to 305, 307, 340 in the 105 kilo class, and 315, 355, and 365 for the 93s. The first one to open in the bench press event with 165 is Richard Novotny from Czechia, one of the 93s.
Yeah, this weight for Richard is kind of conservative because he has a lot of in the tank. But some technical issues have come through his lift, so what do you think about it, Alex?
I think you might have jinxed him.
Same weight for
Is the commentator's curse in full effect for the Czech Novotny.
bar is loaded.
Same weight for George Arian from Romania and the 105 kilo class. That would be a sizable personal best of 12.5 kilos for him.
And it's a good
2
lift,
to 1, a
2-1.
good lift, but a blue light from the right side referee. That would be either for downwards movement or a lack of a proper lockout.
True enough, get ready. Bar is loaded.
And I don't see any of those on the replay. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I haven't seen anything.
Moving on to Oscar Wenzel from Great Britain, 175.
And it's
2 to 1, a
lift,
good
2 to
lift.
1.
But a yellow light. We ever seen one like this
180
in the
kilos
previous
for
bench press
Ivan
event?
Bruno, Ukraine.
It's a technical foul. It would be for the butt lifting off the bench on that side, I think. And yes, that's the case.
And it was on the replay, we could see that the butt kind of lifted.
I would hope for the jury to have seen it. Yes, they're raising their hand. And Ivan Trunov on the platform is worried as to what's happening behind him, but it has nothing to do with him.
Suri has overruled the Great Britain attempt. Suri overruled.
He has
Wenzel's attempt.
17 more seconds to manage to receive the start command. He's not going to be able to lock it out. I think he was bothered by what happened behind him and couldn't stay quite focused on his task at hand. No lift.
But he has still 2 more attempts to go, so hopefully he will manage
Team
it.
Great Britain. Team Great Britain. Bar is loaded now for Václav Bartunek, Czechia.
Václav Bartunek from Czechia, 205 in the 105 kilo class.
Yeah, Václav is trained by the guy who held the national bench press record, so he had the best training you could have to bench such a weight.
I think we're going to see downwards movement on that one.
Yeah, that was.
I think you
definitely
jinxed
dead.
another Czech guy. It's the commentator's curse, man. It is very serious.
Looks like ladies. First round, similar.
Yeah, no lift once again. I mean,
Relax on first round.
a technical foul signal by the referees. It also happens when you get out of
David Rubers.
the main tension
Ukraine.
that gives the bench shirt. David Rubets from Ukraine, opening with 220 in the 93 kilo class. Once again, a great effort, but maybe too big an effort for an opener. 2 to 1, a good lift, but some blue lights from the chief referee for downwards movement on the way up. I think I can agree with that one. Next lifter out for 205 is from Czechia.
Yeah, it's for Václav Bartunek from Czech Republic. His second attempt on 205 kilos.
Let's see what he can do with that 205. He needs that attempt. He missed his opener. He's retaking it. It was a technical issue, not a strength issue. That looks better.
Yes, that looks quite nice. And referees say
I think it's gonna be 3 white lights. Yes,
blacks.
3 whites.
Yeah, I rather have not said anything because I didn't want it to jinx it, and it works.
Then we have David Ruperts, Ukraine, 227.5 kilos. Ticket ready. Bar is loaded.
Bar
Ruperts.
is loaded for David Rubets, the Ukrainian, jumping 7.5 kilos. Fit's slipping a bit. Hasn't found proper routing yet, but he still has plenty of time. Can he lock it out? Yes. But one yellow light, I think that would be either for the head lifting off the bench, which I didn't see, or skipping the press command. Have you seen anything?
No, I haven't seen anything.
And with the technical issues we are having right now, the jury is yet to have a replay, but they have their eyes set on the platform. They can still intervene if they feel like it. Now retaking his opener is Davide Cecchetti from Italy, 232.5. That's worrisome for the Italian. It looks like a strength issue for the second time around on the platform.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like a strength issue, not some technical stuff. So
That's weird. He looks strong in the squat event. Squatted 315. Got the bronze medal behind 2 humongous squatters. But bench is not turning out in his favor right now.
Bar is loaded for you. From Norway.
2 more bench presses to go in the second round. We have Ludvig Moen from Norway, 237.5. It's a 7.5 kilo jump. I think they are still checking what's happening on the platform. We are very sorry for the delay and the interruption. These elements are out of our control and have nothing to do with the media team nor the organization itself. It was just a power loss.
Jörgen Jonvag. There was a mix-up in our board. Sorry about that. Now it's Jörgen Jonvag.
So it's Jørgen Jonvag from Norway that is called to the platform, not Moen or Piper. Jørgen Jonvag for 235.
Kom igen nu.
the lift looks strong. What about the referees?
And the lights are back on.
And now we have Ludvig Moen, 237.5, followed by Pieper. Say wait.
Now finally it is Ludvig Moen from Norway, 237.5.
Bar is loaded. Lift burn, Norway.
He competes in category up to 93 kilograms and he's currently holding the first rank.
And it's a good lift for Ludwig. Same weight.
We've seen 3 white lights, successful lift for Ludwig.
Ludwig is 93 kilo category. And bar is loaded.
Last bench of the second round is Kajan Piper from Poland. A 5 kilo jump from 232.5 to 237.5.
If he can manage to lift this weight, he will move to the first place in bench. But unfortunately, I jinxed him.
Sorry, no lift.
I mean, you hold strong powers, man.
Now we start the third round with bench press. Gentlemen.
We have 10 more bench presses to go before a 10-minute break. And some of these are very important because we're yet to see Mr. Novotny and Mr. Kechetti on the board. But for now, for the time being, Ludwig Moore leads the 93 kilo class and Jan Vaik leads the 105s. Richard Novotny is back on the platform, no jinx, just best of luck with that 165. You have the strength, you have the technique, you just need to show it on the platform.
Let's go, man. You got the power. Come
I can see my colleague Hansa stressed out for his fellow Czech.
Come on.
I know you want to see him succeed, and so
Fingers
do we.
crossed.
We don't want any lifter bombing out in the bench press event. Come on! Finally, he decides
Good lift.
2-1, a good lift with 1 yellow. So watch out, if we do get a replay and that foot is lifting off the bench, he'll be in trouble. I think it is pretty clear. The jury has overruled and he'll be bombing out, unable to register 1 bench attempt. He's disqualified from the competition, which that means he won't be able to register total, but he could still be participating in the deadlift event to try and grab a medal. But I mean, it was pretty clear on the replay.
Yeah, definitely. We have seen it. And that's the rules, man.
You gotta go obey the rules, otherwise it won't count. And he pays the price. Moving on to George Arian from Romania, 175, 5 kilo jump. And a great catch by the spotters. No lift.
Truno from Ukraine. Same situation, no? Knife on his throat. He has to take this one to stay in competition.
And we are back in a pretty worrisome situation with Ivan Trunov from Ukraine. He missed 180 twice. This is his last chance to stay in the competition.
He has a lot of support in the audience, so hopefully it will help.
Давай. Come on.
But unfortunately,
So sorry,
no lift.
Second on this
He's the
group.
second lifter to be bombing out in a bench press event.
Wenzel next, Oscar Wenzel. He has result on his
We have
second.
1 lifter bombing out in the 105 and 1 lifter bombing out in the 93s. And now Oscar Wenzel from Great Britain is asking for the support of the crowd for that 12.5 kilo jump from 175, that was his PB, to 187.5. I think it's a case here of covering some ground. He had to retake his opener, and now he's making a bigger jump than anticipated from the first to the second, but can't manage it. No lift for the British.
Unfortunately, there were some technical issues during the lift,
We have 6 attempts to go.
and maybe the jump was
Backlog Barton
too
at
big
first.
for him to handle, as we could see.
6
From
attempts to
Czechia,
go,
215 kilos, bar is loaded for
and the next one is for Václav Batonek from Czechia. He registered 205 during the second round. He'll now need to master his technique
on third
to pull off
place
this
on
215
bench
at
press
10 kilo
already.
jump.
This would be his personal best with 10 kilos. What?
That's a great battle.
What a fight.
Somehow
from
he managed it
Václav.
to push it out, and it's 3 white lights for Václav Batonek.
Congratulations.
I'm so happy for him that he could do it after such a big grind. What do you think about it, Alex?
I think it was right on the line. Managed to meet the standards. Great effort out of the Czech. And now someone I want to see make a great effort is Davide Cecchetti. He failed 232.5 twice. He is the bronze medalist of the squad event in the class, forecasted to be on the podium.
Daiki, come on man, it's yours.
He needs that attempt, otherwise he'll be missing out on the podium, unable to register a total. Daiki. And no leap for Davide Cecchetti. He misses out on the podium.
Third on this group who bumped out.
That's
293
crazy.
and 105 kilo category. But this is a bit
That can be the
Powerlifting.
risk
This
when
is how
you
it
start
goes.
opening
It's
on
not
your
easy.
personal
Yeah.
best.
He opened too heavy. He was most definitely ended up on the podium, even with a 15 kilos lighter opener. His next open was at 672.5 on forecasted total. It was over 800. He was not threatened by any means, but it was just too heavy.
Yeah, this definitely will be great experience for him for next competition.
David Ohubets from Ukraine. Now 2 for 2 in the bench press, looking to beat 3 for 3.
Personal best, come on.
Personal best attempt of 235.
And it's a great fight.
It's not gonna be locked out. No lift, but still 227.5. Good enough for a silver medal in the bench press event.
Have to say, because half of the board is red now. On bench
3 more bench
competition.
presses to go.
Gratsan, Pieper, Poland.
We have a fight for bench press gold in the
Bench press
105
for
between
Gratsan.
Katjan Piper and Jorgen Jongvag. Katjan is going to
18
attempt
people
237.5
on bench press.
to go from silver to provisional gold. Can you lock it out?
No, the weight was too heavy for him.
But he has his opener. He's on competition.
Yeah, no lift.
Final bench. No, we have 2 more attempts. First, Jonava.
At least
and
he's
then
in the
Norway. Both from
competition.
Norway.
Did he got out of
240,
position at the top,
242
or was it a
kilos.
case of the triceps not being strong enough
Now
to
bars loaded.
extend the elbows
Jörgen
here?
Jonava,
I'm not so
Norway.
sure.
Big 240 kilos on a bar.
So he walks away with
Personal
the
best
silver
attempt.
medal in the bench press
For
event.
Jörgen.
And collecting gold but trying to increase his mark is Jørgen Jonvak from Norway.
Kom igen nu.
And to be honest, he's competing in the 105, but he only
Kom igen.
weighing in at 94.67. I think he decided to go up because there was already a Norwegian in the 93s that was very strong, and they could be looking at 2 titles instead of 1 podium full of Norwegian. Lovely attempt. 3 white lights, say good lifts.
Yeah, for the third attempt, it was really easy.
Yeah. But yeah, I really think that's what happened, because when you see a 105 weighing in at 94.67 and another Norwegian filling out the class right under, you must think there's some kind of strategy going on here. But I mean, they're right. If you can collect 2 crowns instead of 1, you must go for it.
Yeah, it's always better.
One last bench press before a 10-minute break. It's Ludvig Moen from Norway, 242.5.
Kom igen nu Ludvig.
He battled it. 3 white lights. Bench press gold in the 93s. In what was a bloodbath of a session. We have 3 lifters that have bombed out, 1 in the 105, Trunov, and 2 in the 93s, Kecheti and Novotny. But the podiums. Oscar Wenzel from Great Britain gets bench press bronze with 175. With 227.5, David Roberts gets bench silver, and the Norwegian Ludvig Moen in the 93s gets bench gold with 242.5. A look at the 105, the podium in third position, Václav Bartonek with 215. 232.5 gets Christian Piper, squats bench silver, and bench press gold goes to a Norwegian again, Jørgen Jonvag with 240 kilos. The subtotals have been built. We'll be back in 9 minutes for some deadlift action. See you then. And we are back live from Pilsen for the ending of the first flight of the day, the fifth flight of the championship. First group 66s and 69s and 76s. On subtotals, we have in third position Daria Frakowiak in the 69s. Second position, Yasmina Taric, and leading the charge, Aura Gunten Aser. In the 76s, third position, the Ukrainian Alexandra Bosch with 305. Second position, Clara Haspel from Germany with 360. And well in the lead with a new world open record in the bench press, Eleonora Pontoni from Italy. These are only subtotals. Everything can change with the deadlift openers. Openers ranging from 110 to 180. And unfortunately, during the last two movements, we've had 269 bombing out. So Onkonen and Hansen fighting for medals, but they won't be able to register a total. And in the meantime, Emma Honkonen manages to pull 110 very easily.
Yeah, definitely. I think they've gone very conservative just to have this number pulled, and then they will add some more weight for her second attempt.
Regina Fursenko, Ukraine.
Reina Fursenko, 127.5 for the Ukrainian.
And this attempt looked really easy, and she got 3 white lights.
Frakowiak comes next with 140 kilos opener, followed by Vestikova, same weight, bar is loaded. Daria Frakowiak, Poland.
Daria Frakowiak from Poland opening with 140 kilos.
The lookout looks slightly heavier, but I think there won't be any problem, and she got 3 white lights.
Yeah, 3 white lights, and she's now looking at a podium finish with the disqualification of Honkonen and Hansen. It's going to be a fight between Frakowiak and Fursenko to see who can step on the podium. 5 kilos are separating these two ladies as we speak. The first 76 to open is Julia Klistekova from Slovakia, 140 kilos. It's a good lift.
Strong and confident how the first attempt should look like.
Tarek comes next, get ready, bar is loaded.
Back in the 66s with the unfortunately disqualified Ellen Hansen after she failed to score a bench attempt, but she can still fight for a deadlift medal. And by the looks of it, she definitely can grab a medal, but will it be a bronze one or a silver one? Three white lights, she's on the board.
Same weight, bar is loaded for
Her
Yasmina
first
Taric,
time pulling
Slovakia.
successful lift on a first attempt.
Same weight and lighter on body weight. Yasmina Taric from Slovakia. Three white lights, a good lift.
Now Aurora Åse from Norway, bar is loaded, 160 kilos.
Aurora Guntenasser from Norway, 164, the leader of the 69 kilo class. If she scores that opener, that pretty much seals the deal for the title.
I think that's everyone's goal, and she will want to increase the weight if this lift is successful and it looks good. What about the referees?
And it's a good lift.
3 white lights, that was
65
very
kilos for
easy.
2 events on row. First, Olivia Luxanska.
So with that, she gets 487.5.
Get ready.
That's a sizable lead of 47.5 kilos. 57.5 kilos because Taric has a forecasted total. That's crazy. In the 76s, Olivia Lapsanska opening with 165.
And it's a good lift.
3 white lights, she's on the board.
Same
The total
weight,
is
bar
secured.
loaded for Clara Haspel, Germany.
Now, Clara Haspel from Germany. She collected squat gold and bench silver. What can she collect in the deadlift event?
Pretty strong lift. What about the referees? 3 white
it's a good
lights,
lift.
successful lift.
Then below 2 times 180 kilos. First, Alexandra.
Only
Bartsch
2
from
more
Ukraine.
openers to go, both
Followed
being
by Pontoni.
180 and in the 76 kilo class. So a fight to come for deadlift
Bar
gold.
is loaded. Alexandra Bartsch,
And the
Ukraine.
first one to take 180 is Alexandra Borsch from Ukraine.
And it's a good lift.
3 white lights.
Here's the opener for
And the
Alexandra.
battle is on for deadlift gold.
Same weight, Eleonora
The answer
Pontoni,
of
Italy. Bar is
the
loaded.
new world record holder in the bench press, Eleonora Pontoni from Italy. She's also attempting 180.
That was a strong lift. And 3 white lights we can
Good
see.
lift.
So we will look forward
So
to
we start
some
the second
big
round.
jumps
Company
for
comes first
Eleonora.
with 120
So now,
kilos.
ladies and gentlemen at home, place your bets. Who gets deadlift
Or
gold between Borsch and
climax,
Pontoni
all
in the
events on
76
first
kilo
round on
class?
deadlift. Nice
Tough
see
to
that.
know, tough to bet.
Now,
I won't be playing that game,
little bit
but
bleeding
every
in for
first
bar,
attempt has been
and
successful.
we're good to go.
The leaders haven't changed. Eleonora Pontoni
Bar is
leads the
loaded for Emma
76s
Honkonen,
and
Finland.
Aura Gunten-Asser leads the 69s. The second
And
round
Emma
has
Honkonen
started.
Vetoja.
Emma Honkonen is walking up to the platform representing Finland. She's hoping to make a 10 kilo jump.
And it's a good lift.
And our lift was successful. We can see 3 white lights.
Poroshenko comes next, 135 kilos.
Making a smaller jump, the next athlete out is Reina Forsenko from Ukraine. from 127.5 to 135.
Bar is loaded. And it's a good weight.
That's a successful jump. 3 white lights.
Right, Korea comes next with 145 kilos. And the bar is loaded for Daria.
The bar is already loaded for Daria Frakowiak from Poland. A 5 kilo jump from 140 to 145. We're still quite far off her personal best of 165.
Up. Come on. Turn. Lock it.
Yeah, we can see that the decision was reasonable why to jump only
And
5
it's a good
kilos,
weight for Daria.
but she gets the lift,
Klestikova
3 white
comes next
lights.
and bar is loaded for Yulia Klestikova. 150 kilos.
A 10 kilo jump now for Julia Klistikova from Slovakia from 140 to 150.
2.5 kilos under her personal best, so hopefully the bar will move smoothly
Let's go.
and she would be able to reach for some new PBs.
Up.
It was slightly heavier than the previous one.
And it's a good win for
Still
Julia.
3 white
Good
lights.
job. Then we have Ellen Hansson, 165 for Ellen.
I think there's
Followed by
more where
Tariq.
that came from. Maybe another 7.5 kilo jump.
Bar is
Maybe
loaded.
5.
Ellen Hansson,
I would
Sweden.
rather agree with
10
5.
kilos jump to the opener.
7.5 would be too much, I think.
We'll have a look when the ticket comes in. She added 5, you're right. Now Ellen Hansen
Come here,
from
Ellen.
Sweden jumping 10 kilos from 155 to 165.
And it's a good lift.
And it was a good lift with 3 white
Rasmina
lights.
Tariq, bar is loaded for you. 167.5 kilos. Personal best attempt.
Now a
and
personal
also
best attempt for
protect
Jasmina
her
Taric from
first
Slovakia.
place
12.5
for
kilo
deadlift
jump
at
from
time being.
155 to
There's also coming up there, of course.
167.5.
Come on, Jasmina.
That would give her provisional deadlift gold in the class
Let's do
and
this.
solidify her second position overall.
Yeah, that's really solid.
Come on, girl.
When you've been competing just for 1 year, that's a result everyone would want.
That looked beautiful to me. And referee says 3 white lights.
3 white lights, a new
Congratulations,
PB.
personal best at 7.5 kilos. That's very good done. Well done. Olivia Lapsanska bar is now loaded for you. Equaling her personal best with this one. Come on, Olivia. Come on.
172 for Olivia Lapsanska. Come on.
Up. Come on. Turn it. Little more. Lock it. Yes.
It was pretty heavy for a second attempt,
It's a good lift,
but
2 to
it's
1.
still good
Well
lift,
done.
2 to 1.
She really didn't give up.
So
Clara Hospital,
maybe we can look
Burma,
forward
Germany,
to some
172.5 for Clara.
2.5 kilo jump. What do you think, Alex?
I'm worried that it would be leading to supporting on the thighs because this is what the jury has picked up here. No lift, jury overruled for some blue lights. So I think she's going to retake it.
Yeah, definitely. That would be reasonable.
Clara Aspel from Germany, jumping 7.5 kilos. She opened with 165. She's aiming to take a shot at 172.5.
Good lift.
It's a good lift.
180 kilos for Aurora Osler and Norway. Boris Pontoni, get ready. Bar is loaded.
Bar is loaded for Aurora Guntenasser from Norway, making a 20 kilo jump from 160 to 180. The leader of the 69 kilo class going all out in the deadlift event.
Yeah, this weight is just 2.5 kilos under her personal best.
Oh, there's room for improvement here. That doesn't look close to her personal best now.
Yeah, definitely not. It was really easy to lift. So maybe 10 more kilos would be reasonable.
I would agree. 192.5 for Alexandra Borsch from Ukraine, 12.5 kilo jump.
Just 5 kilos under her personal best. And we can see pure focus in here, in her eyes.
Давай, let's go.
She's playing up what the referees.
I think she got worried for a second that she might have dropped the bar, but no, she didn't. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Pontoni, 197.5 kilos into this second attempt.
Yeah, definitely, but I'm not sure if there will be space for some new personal best. What do you think, Alex?
I think she's not been her best today. I think she'll already be happy with that one. And if she needs to pull more to try and grab deadlift gold, she will try, but it's going to be a tough ask. Let's see what Eleonora Pontoni can do with a 17.5 kilo jump to try and retake deadlift gold. That doesn't look to be a problem. 3 white lights, a good lift. The champion of the class looking strong.
Yeah, definitely. This attempt looked similar to the previous one. Very easy.
And that closed out the second round of deadlifts. We do have a fight for the podium in the 69 kilo class between Frakowiak and Fursenko. Right now, Frakowiak is sitting at 400 when Fursenko is sitting at 390. Let's see what they'll be able to pull in the last round. Otherwise, the position are pretty well decided in both weight classes, but maybe a battle for deadlift gold in the 76s. Emma Onkonen from Finland, 140, a 20 kilo jump. And it works for her, good lift.
Yeah, she was able to manage it.
147.5 for Fursenko.
And this lift look on the replay still solidly good for further down.
Reina Fursenko, the bar is loaded 147.5. This is to try and grab position on the podium, provisional bronze medal overall.
Time being on total. Давай, Reina.
think she's done it.
Yeah, definitely. Looks good. And referees said the same thing. 3 white lights.
So for the time being, she's on the podium, but Frakowiak will now pull.
Same situation. At time being. Bar is loaded.
She'll need 150.
No, actually, this is bronze
Oh,
medal
she
that
could have
way
lowered
because
her attempt. No, she could not because she didn't have the lot number. So she's lighter on body
Let's
weight,
go,
but she
Daria.
needs to pull
Bronze
more.
medal today on total. How
150
about that? Let's go.
for
Bye-bye.
a medal, a bronze medal.
And here she comes. This is the answer. On the previous lift, she's fighting for it. Really strong. But unfortunately, she wasn't able to lock it up.
So Poroshenko takes the bronze medal today on 69 kilo
So
class.
no podium for
Hansen
Frakowiak. Fursenko ends up with 402.5 and the bronze medal in the class.
In the end. And Oaser and Tarik are far away. But now we have Julia Klestikova. Bar is loaded. Klestikova from Slovakia. Personal best attempt on deadlift. And also on total for Julia with this one.
Julia Klestikova from Slovakia jumping 5 kilos. That makes it 155. This is for 455 kilo total.
It's also a great fight. She gets a lot of support also from loaders. And what about the referees?
2-1. A red card for lack of lockout for the right hand side referee. So that would be maybe for the shoulders not properly locked out because the knees are. And the hips are also locked out. I think it was the left shoulder that we can't see properly on the replay, but she should be fine.
She's done earlier 175.
Ellen Hansson from Sweden. Bar is loaded. This is to try and grab the silver medal in the deadlift event after bombing out in the bench press event.
Kom igen Ellen. Hårt nu, kom igen.
Come on!
Up, up, up.
And that's a nice way to end her day.
Good leg.
3 white lights, a guaranteed medal in the deadlift event. For now, it's a silver one, but we have Jasmina Taric from Slovakia who can surpass her with that 175.
This one for the silver medal on deadlift, 175 kilos.
It's also Jasmina's personal
Another
best
bar is loaded.
attempt
Jasmina Taric.
for
Silver medal attempt on
7.5 kilos.
Can she rise to the occasion? Jasmina Taric from Slovakia. She's silver medalist in the class, that's already decided. But can she also be the silver medalist in deadlift?
I think she will leave there everything she has for today,
Come on, Jasmina. One more time. Let's go.
and she will handle it. It's a great fight, but the bar is stopping.
Come on, 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 come on.
That's a great effort, but
She really gave her all.
it was too hard.
Sorry, a little bit too
She gave
heavy
her all,
today.
it was too hard in the end.
She takes
But
the
still, the
bronze medal.
vice
Takes
champion
bronze,
of
takes
the
silver.
69 kilo class.
Now we load 175. Same iron. Olivia Lapsanska. And this is a bronze medal attempt on deadlift. Bar is loaded. On 76 kilo category at time being.
Olivia Lapsanska in the 76s, 175. to try and grab a medal in the deadlift event. Provisional bronze medal. Oh, it's an effort, but we mentioned that if she increased, it would be supporting on the thighs. Here, can't even go up.
But she left the best she had for a deadlift.
Yeah,
for
no
today.
regrets, no regrets. She attempted the medal. It was not here on the day, but she had a great show out. Clara Aspel from Germany, trying to match her personal best with that last attempt, going from 172 to 180. She's the vice champion of the 76 kilo class. That's already decided. And she'll be getting the bronze medal in the deadlift event. This is just to increase our total and make it 540.
And she managed to pull it up, and it's a 3 white lights successful lift. We can see she's really happy about it. She made her personal.
I mean, she got squat gold, bench silver, deadlift silver, and vice champion overall. That's a great day for the German.
Yeah, definitely. Who wouldn't be happy?
I would be happy. Bars loaded for Aurora Guntenasser from Norway. 185. She's the champion of the 69 kilo class.
Kom igen nu.
This is for 512.5.
Dedin, kom in.
Pretty strong lift and 3 white lights. It's a good lift.
New personal best, congratulations. 512.5 kilos as total. Then we have Alexander Borsch.
The last two attempts of this first group, both in the 76s. Alexandra Borch from Ukraine attempting a 5 kilo jump for a provisional gold medal in the deadlift event. She's already the bronze medalist in the class. She has a guaranteed medal in the deadlift. But will that medal be gold or silver?
Yeah, we will see right now. She's preparing for her last lift of the day.
That second one was already very hard. She still walks away with the silver medal.
Silver medalist today.
And she definitely gave it all.
Now we have Eleonora Pontoni, the final deadlift attempt, 205 kilos. 205 kilos. Personal best attempt for her.
One last attempt for Eleonora Pontoni from Italy. Silver medalist with 232.5 in the squat. New World Open record holder in the bench with 197.5. Looking to deadlift 205. She already has deadlift gold. She's the champion. That would make it 635 in total. It looks like she had even more. 3 white lights, a good lift, and congratulations to the champion of the class.
Yeah, we could see that every single lift she attempted on the deadlift was same.
And then we start with men.
It was easy.
210 kilo, 2.
So collecting deadlift gold in the 69 kilo class is Aurora Guntenasser, followed by Elena Hansen and Yasmina Taric. And collecting deadlift gold in the 76s is Eleonora Pontoni, followed by Alexandra Borch and Clara Aspel. The podium in the 76s, bronze medalist from Ukraine, Alexandra Borch, vice champion with 540, the German Clara Aspel, and the champion Eleonora Pontoni. In the 69, the podium, bronze medalist from Ukraine, Reina Forsenko with 4.2.5. Vice champion from Slovakia, Jasmine Taric with 4.30. And the champion, the Norwegian Aurora Gunten Asser, gets gold with 5.12.5.
And now bar is loaded. George Arion, Romania.
The beginning of the second group now with George Arion, the Romanian, opening with 210. Snappy sumo. 3 white legs, a good lift.
Then Oscar Wenzel, Great Britain, 225 for Oscar. Novotny, get ready. Bar is loaded. And it's a good
And
lift.
we've seen the successful lift, 3 white lights.
Ricardo Novotny, 245.
No worries for Oscar.
As opener and bar is loaded.
Richard Novotny from Czechia, 245. Unfortunately, could not register a bench, so he's out of the final placings. But depending on how deadlift go, he could be getting a medal. A solid hook grip on the bar, 3 white lights is on the board.
Yeah, I've spoken with Richard during the pause, and he says he's ready to leave everything he has on the deadlift because he really wants that.
But it's going to be a tough ask to try and grab a medal in the 93s because we have 3 openers at 265 later on in this round. Back in the 105s we go with 250 for Ivan Trunov, who also wasn't able to register a bench press and has been disqualified of the final rankings.
No
lift. 3 yellows.
Then we have Karsan Pieper from Poland, 255 kilos. And bar is loaded.
He simply tipped forward and couldn't wait for the command. 5 more kilos on the bar for Kacjan Piper from Poland, 255. And there's a big battle going on between Piper and Bottleneck to see who gets that second position overall in the class.
Here's the opener for Karsan.
And that's an easy
it's a
opener,
good
3 white
lift.
lights.
And below the bar, 265 for Ludwig Moen, Norway. Jesse, get ready for your opening attempt. The bar is loaded. Ludwig Moen, Norway.
Ludwig Moen, 265, one of the 93s.
Easy opener for Ludwig.
Yeah,
Good
pretty
lift.
easy lift. 3 white
Now we have the
lights.
same weight
And
for
if
Giuseppe
all of
and
these
Lucas.
opener at
Bar is
265
loaded.
move that way, it's going to be hard for Richard Novotny to try and grab a medal.
Yeah, definitely. It would be hard.
Already on the platform is Davide Ceschetti. The Italian also did not manage an attempt in the bench press. unable to register a total but battling for a deadlift medal. He would have been on the podium, that was guaranteed if you could only manage one attempt in the bench press, but was not able to do so. But he manages that deadlift opener,
And it's
3 white lights, a good
for
lift.
David. Now Roberts, bar is loaded for you. Same weight on the bar.
And now the Ukrainian part of the crowd is giving a warm welcome to David Rubets on the platform. 265 is opener. That would already secure silver overall.
And it's a
He
good
gets it,
race.
3 white lights. He'll be vice champion.
Three gentlemen at
Yeah,
93
definitely. But
in the same
this lift
manner.
looks slightly heavier than the previous
Now
one
Jonbag,
we have seen
bar is loaded.
from
Jürgen
Rubets.
Jonbag, Norway.
So you're not betting on him for deadlift gold, that's what you're saying.
270 kilos as
Kinda,
opening
yeah.
attempt.
2 more openers to go, both in the 105 kilo class. We have 270 for Jürgen Jongvag and 275 for Václav Bartonek.
And it's a good
3 white
race.
lights, he's on the board. That secures his total, and with 850 he has a 40 kilo lead over Piper, so I think he's pretty safe and he'll be the champion of the 105 kilo class.
And the bar is
The last
loaded.
opener, Václav Bartonek from Czechia, 275. That would secure the podium in the 105 kilo class, and that would put him in contention for deadlift gold.
And it's a
Yeah,
good
3 white
race.
lights, good
Then we
lift
start the
for
second round.
Václav Bartonek. So we will
Benson
see
comes
what he
first.
will deliver on his next attempts.
12.5 kilos jump from opening attempt. Personal best attempt
So
for
everyone's on the
Renzo.
board except Ivan Trunov, the Ukrainian.
Bronze medalist today.
He had a balance issue at the top, just fell forward. I think we can bet on him to correct that matter.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Bar is
the
loaded.
strength is there, so definitely will be corrected.
The second round start with Oscar Wenzel from Great Britain, jumping 12.5 kilos from 225 to 237.5.
Sorry, no leave. 2 to
No
1.
lift, 1 blue, 1 red.
Then we have
So lack of
Jose
lockout
Arion
and
from Romania.
supporting on the thighs or
248,
downwards
second
movements.
attempt. Bar is loaded. 30 kilos jump.
I think that was both, to be honest.
We open with 210 now, 30 kilos more into this second attempt.
So I can get behind the calls of the referee easier.
Let's go.
George Arian, the Romanian, jumping 30 kilos from 210 to 240.
What about the referees?
Sorry,
No lift.
Yeah, no lift. Every color.
Ivan Trunov
One
now.
yellow, one red, one blue.
Trunov from
Because
Ukraine,
supporting on the
250.
thighs after the
Again,
passing of the
Alvarez
knees,
loaded.
that knee was
He
never
missed this
properly
one.
locked out, and he dropped the bar on the way down.
For deadlift.
Ivan Trunov, the
Result.
Ukrainian, retaking 250. We count on him to correct what happened in the first round of deadlifts.
Yeah, he just needs to fix some technical issues and then it will be alright.
He's not in the run for the podium or anything, but we still want him to secure at least an attempt. That looks much better.
And And it's a good lead.
And we see 3 white lights. Yeah.
And we have Novotny, Czechia, 255. And bar is loaded. 10 kilos jump to the opener.
Bar is now loaded for your fellow Czech
Personal
Richard
best of 10.
Novotny, jumping 10 kilos.
For Ricard.
255. That's still the 4th position in the deadlift event in the class.
But it's 10 kilos over his personal best, so it might be still.
Great improvements. Three white lights, a new personal best.
For Ricard. Congratulations.
Yeah, at least
And we
this.
have Russian people from Poland, 270. And there is big fight over Piper and Barjanek of silver and bronze medal.
Now an attempt that could already be very important is Kajan Piper from Poland. This one's for 8-10. Provisional 2nd position with Barjanek to follow. But Barjanek is way lighter on body weight. That's a bit of work, but still very consistent in terms of technique. 3 white lights, provisional 2nd, 810 kilo total. Nothing decided between Piper and Barjanek for the silver medal in the 105 kilo class. A little detour by the 93s with Davide Ceschetti, Italy, 10 kilo jump. That makes it 275, a 5 kilo PB attempt. I think he couldn't wait for the down command here.
Oh
No lift.
no, was already there, but then he lost his balance, so no lift.
He had done the hardest part.
For David Roberts.
That's true.
Ukraine.
But he still have a strength, so definitely the 3rd attempt will be much better than this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened at lockout here. David Rubitz from Ukraine jumping 15 kilos. That makes it 280 on the bar. That matches his personal best. This is to go from 2nd to 1st in the deadlift event of the 93s. That's provisional gold medal.
Well done, David. Jürgen Junvang from Norway, 285 for Jürgen, and bar is loaded. Also fighting over deadlift medals.
Jørgen Youngberg from Norway jumping 15 kilos to 270 to 285. That's for provisional deadlift goal in the 105 kilo class.
And it's a good lift.
It's a good lift, 3 white lights.
Ludwig Moen, 287.5. He wants the deadlift gold medal. And bar is loaded. No, Ludwig.
Bar is loaded for Ludwig Moen, the Norwegian in the 93 kilo class. Well in the lead with 872.5. This attempt at 287.5 would make him almost close out on a 900 kilo total.
Come in, Ludwig.
Yeah, that's really impressive, and hopefully the bar will move slowly as during his first attempt.
That was still very easy for Ludwig.
He's still very much in control of that bar. 3 white lights, no real signs of struggle. I think he'll do whatever he needs to surpass the 900 and get deadlift gold in the class.
295.
We'll see.
Lifting in 105 kilograms.
One last deadlift in the second round. It is for
And this would take him on
Bartonek.
total on second place on this second
295 for the
round.
Czech.
Bars loaded. Bakla
It's a
Bartonek,
20
check
kilo
it out.
jump and provisional deadlift gold, provisional silver medal in the class.
Yeah, that will be great battle. So hopefully Václav will be able to manage it out and lift the bar.
Come on, Václav.
Very good reasons
Come
to
on.
do so. Deadlift
Let's go.
gold and provisional silver. Oh, that was tough. That was tough. 2-1, a good lift. Lack of lockout for the setter referee. We'll have a look at the replay. I think the chief referee is looking at the shoulders here.
According to iron. And now we start the third round. Oscar Wenzel comes first. 237.5 for Oscar.
I think it's gonna pass.
Another
So it's
attempt with personal best.
810 kilos for Bartonek. That makes him the runner-up behind Jan Vag and with the same total than Piper. But Piper seems to have more room to increase his deadlift. So the battle is still very much on for that second position in the 105 kilo class. The ranking pretty well established in the 93s with Mo in the lead, followed by Rubets and Wenzel.
Yeah, definitely. But I know that Václav can deliver way more. He will fight for that.
Oscar Wenzel retaking 237.5.
And
that one is good enough.
Congratulations.
And he's really happy and celebrating with his coach.
Good performance here in Europeans.
We know that the third deadlift is where we get a lot of emotion out of the lifters. We can feel the intensity, the electricity in the room. George Arian from Romania retaking 240, a 30 kilo jump that he couldn't manage last time
Let's
around.
do this. Up, 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 up.
That same scenario, supporting on the thighs, over the knees. No lifts.
Second was going so heavy. it probably took the
Unfortunately,
strength away a little bit.
this
Yes.
was too heavy for him today.
Czechia, 265. And this is a bronze medal attempt on
Sometimes
deadlift at time
his
being, of course.
bigger jumps paid off, but that was not
Zeteti
the
coming
case
after.
on a deadlift.
Bar is loaded. Let's go, Ricard.
265 for Richard Novotny. He's taking a leap of faith. He trusts himself to pull for a
Bronze,
deadlift
Ricard.
podium.
How about that?
This will give him
Let's go.
the bronze medal for the time being in the class in the deadlifts.
What?
And it's a great fight.
Can he really lock it out is the question. 3 white lights. That's a provisional gold, bronze medal. It is provisional bronze medal in the deadlift, but there's an attempt change coming in. Wow, that lock was iffy.
Yeah, he said he will leave there everything he has, and
Oh, that's what he did.
his word.
Davide Tichetti retaking 275.
He wants the deadlift bronze medal.
This is to try and grab deadlift bronze from the ends
275.
of Novotny.
Bar is loaded. Davide
Bar is loaded.
Giuseppe, Italy.
So this definitely
This is a
will be
bronze medalist in
great
deadlift.
battle
Paolo Novotny.
because Davide will be determined
Also
to
personal
pull it out.
best for Davide. Let's go, man. Die, die, die.
Thank you, Davide, for deadlift bronze. Is it going to be Czechia or Italy?
Up, 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 up.
I think it's going to be Italy.
That is a
3
good
white
lift.
lights, a good lift. I think he paid the price of his feet here.
Oh no.
We'll check the rebound of the plates on the floor.
Open the belt. Open the belt. Cross some paper.
Yeah.
Bar is loaded for cross some
The
paper.
plates
Poland.
rebounded on his feet, but that's the price you pay for deadlift bronze, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It must have been worth it.
Moving on to Katsian Piper from Poland, 275. As we speak, is in third position in the 105 kilo class. This is to try
Come on, come on, come on, come
and
on.
get
Up, 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 up,
silver.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. A little bit more. Come on.
And he's not gonna be able to. So silver medalist from Czechia, Václav Bartnik,
5 attempts to go.
and
Ivan Juno.
Piper from
Ukraine comes
Poland
next.
gets bronze medal overall.
Bar is cleaned, and then we are good to go.
The placings are
Bar is
decided
loaded. Ivan Juno.
overall, but
Juno.
still
Ukraine.
more pools to go.
Bronze medal,
To see
10
who
from
walks
deadlift.
away
Juno.
with silver, bronze,
Also
and gold
personal
in the deadlifts. Even Trunov from Ukraine, 277.5. That's a 27.5 kilo jump. That is massive, but that's what he needs to pull if he wants a medal in the deadlift events.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like 10 kilos over his personal best. He has a lot of support in the audience, so I think he will be able to pull it out.
Did he manage to do so? Yes!
White
3
lights.
white lights and a guaranteed
Bronze
bronze medal
for Juno.
in the deadlift event of the 105 kilo class.
Norway, 297.5.
Staying in the 105 kilo class, we have Jørgen Youngvag, the Norwegian, attempting a 12.5 kilo jump from 285 to 297.5. That would be a new personal best of 5 kilos for him, and that would give him 877.5 in total.
Come in.
That would be a 67 kilo lead above Bartunek. That's quite a comfortable gap in a weight class.
Yeah, definitely.
Come on. It's not gonna go through.
Sorry, no lift.
But still, he is the champion of the 105 kilo class. The Norwegian
For medal
weighing in
attempt
at
on deadlift.
94.67,
Congrats.
walking away with 865 and the gold.
Yeah,
Bar is
definitely.
loaded.
That's really surprising.
To try and hit the impressive milestone of 300 kilos in the deadlift event, David Rubets, the Ukrainian, jumping 20 kilos. This is for provisional deadlift gold.
And also 20 kilos over his personal best on deadlift.
I think he had his right hand a bit misplaced.
No lift.
It was not fully on the knurling.
Bartunek.
It made for an asymmetrical pull. You can see that the right side will not flew off the ground at the same time as the left side.
Bar is loaded.
That's what threw him out of position. No lift. two more pulls to go, one in the 105s, one in the 93s. This one's 300, a 5 kilo jump for Václav Bartonek. He already has deadlift gold in the class. He's already the vice champion, but on home soil here in Czech Republic, 300 kilos, and it's too heavy. But still, great performance nonetheless. 810, he beats Piper on body weight for the title of vice champion of the 105s.
302.5 kilos for Ludwig Nguyen, Norway.
And now the last pull of this whole flight. Ludwig Nguyen, the Norwegian, the champion of the 93 kilo class. He already has deadlift gold. He already has gold overall. This is for 910. He doesn't care about 900. He has already done 903. This is for 7 kilo PB in total, and to match his PB deadlift.
And the bar is moving up. What about the referees?
3 white lights. What a way to conclude his day. Personal best everywhere for the Norwegian. 910 and the title of champion.
Let's get ready for victory ceremony.
Amazing. That was amazing. It was a great battle both for deadlifts and final placings. So in terms of total, the podium for the 93 kilo class, bronze medalist Oscar Wenzel from Great Britain, vice champion from Ukraine with 862.5, David Rubets, and the champion of the 93 kilo class with 910, the Norwegian Ludwig Mona. In the 105 kilo class, third, Grayson Piper from Poland with 810. The vice champion lighter on bodyweight with that same total, Václav Bartonek from Czechia. And we're gonna hear 2 Norwegian anthem because Jørgen Jonvag walks away champion in the 105 kilo class with 865. It was a pleasure having you, Honza, for that session. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your expertise. Maybe you'll be back on later on in the week. I don't know, but for now, in just a few seconds, there'll be the medal ceremony, and we'll be back at 2:30 in the afternoon for the next flight. See you then.
The medals will be given by Mr. Sandro Rossi from Italy, the Italian president of Powerlifting Federation. Then we have our meet director, Mr. Vladimir Mati, and Xavier de Pitorat, our treasurer from France. And first, the participation medals for each and every lifter as a memory and thank you of being here. 2025 European Equipped Powerlifting Championships, Pilsen, Czechia. Now they have the medals, so we can start with squat medals. On third place, bronze medal on squat on 69 kilo category. Junior ladies goes to Ellen Hansson from Sweden. 170 kilos, best attempt. Silver medal to Emma Honkonen from Finland. 175 kilos, best attempt. And the gold medal on squat to Aurora Åser from Norway with 197.5 kilos, best attempt. Thank you, ladies. Then we have the bench press medals. Bronze on bench press goes to Jasmina Tarik, Slovakia, with best attempt of 95 kilos. And the silver to Regina Forsenko, Ukraine, also 95 kilos, lighter on body weight. And the gold medal on bench press goes to Aurora Åser from Norway, with 130 kilos, best attempt. Thank you, ladies. Then we have the deadlift medals. Bronze medal on deadlift goes to Jasmina Tarik, Slovakia. 167.5 kilos, best attempt. And the silver to Ellen Hansson, Sweden, with 172.5 kilos, best attempt. And deadlift gold medal to Aurora Åser from Norway with 185 kilos, best attempt. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Then we have the medals on total. Today, the bronze medalist is Regina Forsenko from Ukraine. A total of 402.5 kilos. Silver medalist Jasmine Tarik from Slovakia with 430 kilos total. And the gold medalist, European champion, is Aurora Åser from Norway with a total of 512.5 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Norway. Congratulations. Then we have the 76 kilo category ladies. Squat medals. Bronze medal goes to Alexandra Bors from Ukraine with the best attempt of 205 kilos. Silver to Eleonora Poncioni from Italy with 232.5 kilos best attempt. And the squat gold medal to Clara Haspel from Germany, 235 kilos best attempt. Thank you, ladies. Medals on bench press. Bronze medal goes to Olivia Lapsanska from Slovakia with 102.5 kilos best attempt. And bench press silver to Clara Haspel from Germany, 125 kilos best attempt. And the gold medal on bench press to Eleonora Pontoni from Italy, 197.5 kilos. Amazing result. Thank you, ladies. And then we have the medals on deadlift. Bronze medal on deadlift goes to Clara Haspel from Germany with best attempt of 180 kilos. Silver to Alexandra Bors from Ukraine, 192.5 kilos best attempt. And deadlift gold medal to Eleonora Pontoni, Italy, 205 kilos best attempt. Thank you, ladies. Medals on total. Today, the bronze medalist is Alexandra Bors from Ukraine, a total of 497.5 kilos. Silver medalist is Clara Haspel from Germany, with a total of 540 kilos. And the gold medalist, European champion, is Eleonora Pontoni from Italy, a big total of 635 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Italy. Congratulations. Thank you so much, ladies. Coming here to Pilsen 2025 European Championships of Equipped Powerlifting. I hope to see you all back next year, even stronger if that's possible. And then we take in gentlemen, 93 and 105 kilo categories. And first we give away the participation medals by Mr. Xavier de Putorac from France, our EPF treasurer, and Italian powerlifting president, Mr. Sandro Rossi. Participation medals for as a memory and for a thank you of being here. 2025 European Equipped Powerlifting Championships, Pilsen. After 30 years of powerlifting, you will be so happy when you see this medal and remember you once were here. And then we start the medals on squat with 93 kilo category juniors. On third place, bronze medal goes to Davide Cecchetti from Italy with the best attempt of 315 kilos. The silver medal on squat goes to David Rupets, Ukraine, the best attempt of 355 kilos. And squat gold medal to Ludvig Møen from Norway, 365 kilos. And there is our EPF president from Norway giving the medal to Norwegian lifter, of course, Bjørn Astad. Thank you, gentlemen. Then we have the medals on bench press. Bronze medal goes to Oscar Wenzel from Great Britain. 175 kilos best attempt. Bench press silver to David Ruperts from Ukraine. The best attempt of 227.5 kilos. And gold medal on bench press goes to Ludvig Møen from Norway with 242.5 kilos best attempt. Thank you, gentlemen. Medals on deadlift. Bronze medal goes to Davide Cecchetti from Italy with best attempt of 275 kilos. Silver medal on deadlift to David Rupets from Ukraine with 280 kilos best attempt. And deadlift gold medal to Ludvig Møen from Norway. 302.5 kilos best attempt. Big smiles, gentlemen. Thank you. Then we have medals on total. Today the bronze medalist is Oscar Wenzel from Great Britain with a total of 685 kilos. The silver medalist is David Rupets from Ukraine with a total of 862.5 kilos. And the gold medalist, European champion 2025 is Ludvig Møen from Norway. A big total, 910 kilos. Smile, gentlemen, it's your time to rise and shine. And everybody else raise up for national anthem of Norway. Congratulations. Then we have 105 kilo category. Squat medals. Bronze medal goes to Ivan Chunov, Ukraine. The best attempt of 205 kilos. Silver medal to Krasan Pieper from Poland. 307.5 kilos, best attempt. And the gold medal in squat to Jørgen Jonvag from Norway. 340 kilos, best attempt. Thank you, gentlemen. Medals on bench press. Bronze medal goes to Václav Bartunek from Czechia. The best attempt, 215 kilos. Silver to Krasan Pieper, Poland. The best attempt of 232.5 kilos. And bench press gold to Jørgen Jonvag from Norway. 240 kilos, best attempt. Thank you, gentlemen. And we have the medals on deadlift. Bronze medal goes to Ivan Chunov, Ukraine. With best attempt, 277.5 kilos. Silver medal to Jørgen Jonvag from Norway, 285 kilos. Best attempt. And then we have the deadlift gold to Václav Bartunek from Czechia, 295 kilos, best attempt. Thank you, gentlemen. Now the medals on total. Today, the bronze medalist is Krasan Pieper from Poland with total of 810 kilos. Silver medalist is Václav Bartunek, Czechia. Same total, lighter on body weight. And the gold medalist, European champion 2025 is Jørgen Jonvag from Norway. A total of 865 kilos. Big smiles, gentlemen. Please stand up for the national anthem of Norway. Congratulations. Thank you all strong gentlemen coming here. Pilsen, Czechia to equipped Powerlifting European Championships. Hope to see you all back next year even stronger if that's possible.